And I just want to give my take on this whole Chris Williams thing as far as local bass players are concerned and the development in Jamaica and when it comes on to football. A lot of people are saying that fans are basically misunderstanding Chris Williams. I don't think there is a lot of misunderstanding there. I think he has made his point very clear. No, I've seen this before. I've watched shows like Sports Max where Jamaicans come on the show, and when they're asked about English based players, they're very it's just the way they answer the question towards English based players, guys. It's very it's in a way like, yeah, we now have to go for them Monday, and we now have to go for this person, and we now have to go for this person. Great. That's how you feel. But if you are a part of Jamaican football, we want you to have an open mind about building the best team and not just basically depending on local players. I think we can do all the things at once. We can develop the local product while still trying to win football games. There's no sense where we just put all our eggs in one basket and saying, okay, we're not going to pay attention to what's happening with the football team right now.
Not just
We're going to develop the
basically.
local product and hope that we win in 20 years down the line. Because even with what Chris Williams is saying, it doesn't necessarily has to work. You can still have a grassroots program. There's a lot of countries that has a lot more money than Jamaica who has grassroots programs, and it still doesn't work. There's a lot of countries around the world who have local based players and they're still not reaching anywhere in football. Football has exploded. Teams are going for their best players, whether you're born on Mars, anywhere you're born, they want you to play for their country. No, was just on Ryan's show. Ricardo Fuller came on the show. Ricardo Fuller was making all these like parables, like he was speaking from the Bible, and he was saying basically the same thing that Chris Williams was saying. If you look at it, he said we had players from Reading, Crystal Palace, and all these places, and the Jamaica under 20 team didn't qualify for the World Cup. He failed to say that Fuzzy was the coach. He failed to say that we had good players, but Fuzzy was the coach. We had a Tyler Roberts on the bench while Jamaica was losing. We only made two, we had two substitutions in that tournament, and it was so predictable. It was the kid James for Tyler Roberts, Tyler Roberts for James, or James for Tyler Roberts. So when you have a bad coach, it doesn't matter where you want to get the talent from. And here, listening to Ricardo Fuller tonight, I was very disappointed because I'm realizing that Chris Williams is not the only one who feels like this, guys. I'm starting to realize that this is a discussion among a lot of these players. After listening to Ricardo Fuller tonight, I'm actually quite worried that, bro, Chris Williams is not the only one who thinks like this. I think a lot of these people believe that we need to just develop the local talent and have them get Jamaica to the place that we need to go. That's not gonna happen, guys. That's not, and if that's gonna happen, it's not right now. It's not. Jamaica cannot develop local talent fast enough to compete on the world stage, my friend. If you look at football, if you look at a Morocco in the World Cup, when is Jamaica? So when we look at Chris Williams' plan, it's gonna be 20, 25 years from now before Jamaica can even start to compete at any level. So we need to put everything. Everybody, every Jamaican fan believe in development. I don't know which Jamaican fan wouldn't say develop players. That's not what the fans are saying. It's when we have people like Chris Williams come out and talk so loose. And Oral Tracy is like Chris Williams, guys. Oral, you hear Oral Tracy, me always telling you, you see them laugh, they want to hear Oral Tracy, them do. Those are the discussions that Oral Tracy and Chris Williams and those people have behind the scenes and Topper and all of them Englishman them gone for the Englishman them again. That's how they feel, guys. That's how they feel. Those people don't care necessarily about Jamaica winning right now. As long as it's a Jamaican in charge and it's some Jamaican youth out there play. What happened to the fans? What happened to us who's I'm watching Jamaican football since I was 7 years old. Since the 98 World Cup, brother, we can't win anything. We can't win anything. Ricardo Fuller was playing for Jamaica as well. We weren't going to World Cups. We weren't winning anything either. We weren't winning anything with all those people on the team. So I think that with the Oral Tracy, all those guys, Chris Williams, Theodore Whitmore, all of them, bro, these are the discussions that they have behind closed doors. They believe that Jamaica shouldn't just go for these players. When you look at a player like Demarai Gray, a class player, even though Everton is losing, he's still a standout player. We should be excited. We should be excited for Demarai Gray on one side and a Leon Bailey on the other side. We should be excited. So when he's saying that he's not that enthusiastic about having a Demarai Gray coming in for Jamaica, guys, we really in big trouble when it comes on to these people. We really we just hope that Chris Williams said he doesn't even watch Jamaica play, bro. It's like your teacher is saying to you, I'm coming to teach, but I don't even go to school. You see what I mean? We don't even go to school. Um, the insular mentality of many of our Jamaican in the relation to our football is frightening. Thank God. Yeah, but the worst thing, Patrick Holness is if man like Chris Williams take over, Coach Jaime Algrimsa get fired. He's getting fired. You hear they saying that why would you pay a coach so much money to coach a team? So winning is not really what they focus on right now. So what do we do as fans? We just go and wait till 20 years from now, till the grassroots develop. We go and wait till Jamaica gets some football field. There are countries with great football fields who are not winning anything. The last one of the World Cups were before Russia was held in South Africa. Look how many football fields they build in South Africa. Where is South Africa football right now? Where is South Africa football? What's going on in South Africa? Look at all the prestigious stadiums they build in South Africa. Football is not just played in proper stadium, guys. It's about the mentality. It's about the discipline. It's about the discipline. Why Leon Bailey is one of the few Jamaicans who has made it overseas. And Leon Bailey has come on and he spoke about the discipline, guys. When I'm on the show, the first time Chris Williams came on and he spoke, I made my point clear about Chris Williams. Ryan disagreed with me. That was perfectly fine. We disagreed. Tonight, as you can see, Ryan didn't really give me the chance to talk. And that's why I created my own channel. I've been on all the YouTube channels. People disagree with me. I've been on the YouTube channels night in, night out. Have you seen one YouTuber other than JD came over my channel and supported me? It's not, nobody don't owe you anything. They don't have to support you. You ever see Ryan over my channel? You ever see Ryan over my channel and supported me and just say, yo, JT, you do your thing, brother. Bless up. You ever see Ryan over? No, they want you to stay under them. They can cut off the phone when they feel like or just bench you. Nobody can bench me, bro. This is the internet. And any Jamaican in this comment section or wherever you are, build things for yourself. That's the only way you're gonna get that respect. People will never respect you. No matter you can get up and go work every day, go work for a man and build him company with him. Trust me, you're still a worker. And at any day him can fire you. And that's the point where I decided that I want to own my voice. When fans disagree with me, I can take it. Today, somebody writing at the comments, why some fish, Rob Smith said, why some sea creature no low Alvis Powell? And I just replied to Rob Simmons. I said, I respectfully disagree, but give your opinion on why Alvas Powell should be in the team. He said Alvas Powell doesn't play for Jamaica anymore. I said, but Alvas Powell is in the squad. So if he doesn't play for Jamaica anymore, did you speak to him personally? And he stated he doesn't play for Jamaica anymore. So this is one of the reasons, guys, where I realized that I'm not gonna be able to be friends with people in the. Yeah, man, me I keep putting the work, Leroy. You see, I'm not gonna agree with people in the JFF. I'm not gonna be friends with them. You know why? Because when me ready to beat any one of them, me and them are no friend, brother. Me and nobody will deal with Jamaican football and a friend. Cause the football come first, brother. The football come first. I'm just a fan. I'm just a fan of Jamaican football. Just a country youth will love Jamaican football. Me I tell you that right now. So me and none of them money and a friend. Even when people on YouTube were saying, JT, Mr. Speed boy. Brother, I never spoke to Mr. Speed in real life or on a phone. And I made that very clear because that was important to me. The moment you get in bed with these people, bro, you can be owned. They can show a narrative. Even I hear they say Manning's man will become a manager with the JFF. I, I don't know how I feel about that. I think Manning's man would do some very good things because I think he would fix some of the things that he know they're doing wrong. But the problem is, I believe that the temperament that I see Manning's man show on YouTube, where when people disagree with him, he gets very upset. And I wonder how does that work when you're working with different personalities? Because they say at every level, a person show you a piece of who they are. And if a person disagree with you, my name's man came on Ryan channel and called me boy and say, hey, boy, warm to you and just off my opinion. So I don't know how I feel about Manning's man them being um the manager of the team. That's my personal opinion. When there was time for protests to get rid of people that the JFF Dalton win, Manning's man them say, I'm not going out there to protest. Me not protest no JFF. You know why? Because they have aspirations to work for the JFF. We as certain fans, we no care, brother. We no care if we no work for the JFF. We just want to see Jamaica win. We just want to see Jamaica win. And that's the difference with a lot of people on YouTube, bro. We want to see Jamaica win, but some people are positioning themselves to have certain relationships with people in the JFF to get breaking news and all them things. Brother, me don't need no breaking news. A prophecy me I work with, brother. Me want them bring up a video when me say when me say things on YouTube when me wrong. A lot of things when me come out and say, and when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm still waiting on the Omari Hutchinson thing. If the Omari Hutchinson thing come out and him play for Jamaica right away, I'm wrong. I'm gonna say, yo, people, me get that one the wrong. Omari Hutchinson, him not hide from the cap. But that was my personal opinion. I said that I think Omari Hutchinson was advised to hold off on taking that cap for Jamaica. I personally said that. I said Reese Nelson didn't get his passport. They had difficulties getting in touch with the player. They weren't getting a hold of him on the phone. I said Johnson Clark Harris, he's not in the 50-man squad. When they contacted him, in birth certificate lost, him have a whole bunch of excuse, he's not in the squad. It went just like that. I said to the fans in the comment section, Michael Hector, Wes Hardin, they're gonna be back. Because I already heard this. And let me let you know these people. You see the squad that you see right now? I they said about 26 or 27 of the players in the squad, the coach didn't pick them. A lot of those players, the Alvas Powells and those guys, they were stuffed in the squad. This is not the coach's squad. There's a problem happening right now with the coach. The coach didn't pick all those players, the Alvas Powells and all that. I heard that the coach was even planning to just submit a 30-man squad. He wasn't even planning to submit a whole 50-man squad. So these guys were stuffed in the squad. What are we going to do with the Alvas Powell again? What are we gonna do with the Alvas Powell again? If you're gonna bring back a Michael Hector, when that whole situation went down with Michael Hector and Alvas Powell, why are you gonna bring back Alvas Powell right now to disrupt the team? If it was up to me, I would put Alvas Powell, all all those players who was a part of that type of thing that had that toxic effect on the team, I would put all those players to the side. It's a new start. It's a new coach. I understand the coach brought back Andre Blake because he was the captain. But I believe that if me and you go a war, brother, no matter what go on at the war, me nah run left you. Me nah run left you. You see me I say? Me nah run left you. Well, real bother, he disrespected me on stream. It's live on YouTube. That's what I'm saying is this is my opinion. This is my opinion. He was very disrespectful. And I never disrespect any of those people. I listen, sometimes I use satire or hyperbolic statements when I'm describing certain things when it comes to certain players. But at the end of the day, the players them still can look on JT and say, me I play professional football at JT or YouTube upon, you know good. And the players them have their opinion. But as for us who are just talking about football, we can talk how we want to talk. Brother, I watch all those English podcasts, talk sport, all those English podcasts. You hear how those people talk about football? When you're a professional and people are just talking about you playing football, you're a football player, bro. When you sign up to be an artist, an actor, a football player, you no longer decide what people say about you. You decide to be in the limelight. You're gonna be scrutinized. That just comes with the job, my friend. And people are not gonna take this part. As I said, I think Manningsman would actually solve a lot of the problems that the JFF has because he would see the problems from here where he is. But I'm saying I see that Manningsman show more respect to people of certain class from Jamaica. And you see me, I have respect for the hand cat man. I have respect for the hand cat man. Just like this the first night when Craig Butler came on and I was on there. Craig Butler said, yo, we had talk about Scandinavia or Europe. Scandinavia or Europe. But Mr. Butler, all your players are in Malta. I like Malta. All I know about Malta with is Scandinavian people go to Malta to play poker in the casinos. I don't know about football in Malta. When football is happening here, the street them block, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. I don't know how the football is in Malta. I never heard about Maltan football until Craig Butler was on YouTube. Is it me? And I always kept it fair with Craig Butler. As I said, we cannot question how good Craig Butler is at development. But Craig Butler has made a lot of statements on YouTube that I've seen that is incorrect. It's just blatantly incorrect. He's a good marketer. And the same thing I said, let Dujan Whisper play football and make the youth just pave his way because now it's starting to happen. The prophecy is starting to happen right now. The coach is under pressure to pick Dujan Whisper. Even though Dujan Whisper is not playing football, he's not playing competitive football, but the coach is now under pressure because you have his mouthpiece, you have Craig Butler. He's saying, how Dujan Whisper is not going to Mexico. Come on, guys. Look, even Damian Lowe. Damian Lowe takes some of the most beating on YouTube. Look how Damian Lowe went on the interview and represented himself. Look how Damian Lowe even said it. Like, if Whisper got into that Mexico team, where would he play? Who would he play over? If you look at the 50-man squad, people like Cephas and those guys will light up the league. They probably don't even make the Jamaica 23. And these are players who are playing competitive football week in and week out, and they might not even make the 23-man squad. So you have to be honest with yourself when it comes on to football, guys. When you look at England, we look at this. So Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling is left out of England squad. Raheem Sterling, guys. We're talking about Raheem Sterling. There's a lot of players who are going into England squad who's not at the level of Raheem Sterling. But that's just how football is. Football no married to nobody, brother. Is what form are you in? How good you are at this time? Can you produce for the team? So that's what I'm saying, guys. Tonight, when we were talking about the whole Chris Williams thing, I realized when Ricardo Fuller came on that Chris Williams is not the only one in Jamaica thinking like that, guys. I think we're in a lot of problem because what a lot of fans missed is when Ricardo Fuller said them have man from Reading. Big up yourself, Jay Suguna. Ricardo Fuller said them have man from Reading, man from Yasso, Deso, and we still not qualify. But one thing Ricardo Fuller failed to say that there was Fuzzy was the coach. Everybody who watched that under 20 know that we could have got a little bit more out of that competition if we had a better coach. If we had a better coach, we would have got more out of that competition. We all know what went down with the kid Splat. That thing was all ego. That thing was all ego. Why a kid from Splat couldn't play, a kid who was in the Fulham Academy. And we lack those players in the middle of the park. We were hyping up Duncan McKenzie, all those guys. Look how look how they showed up. So no, we have a squad where I have no problem with these Jamaican guys who are in the provisional squad, because I think for continuity you have to pick Jamaican players and give them something to look forward to if they performed well. I always say 4 or 5 of these guys if they perform well, but that doesn't mean they make the final 23. When you cut down this 50-man squad, 27 players is not going to get the cut. We might not see a Kahim Paris make it. We might not see a Ronaldo Cephas get in there, but we're going to have to live with that. That's how football works. So tonight, I didn't really get to make the point when it came on to somebody just joined the Discord. Um, can you hear me in the Discord? Yeah,
Here, man, Taylor.
Yeah, man. Who is this? Odin?
No, man, Martin, man.
Martin Baker?
Baker.
Yo, yeah, big up yourself, Martin Baker, man. Yeah, so as I was saying, Martin Baker, I believe that when I was over at Ryan's show tonight, I wasn't able to make the point. I was trying to say to Ricardo Fuller that we can develop while try to win now. What's your take on that?
Taylor, you're right. Taylor, right now, Ryan 3 stressing. Me just see Raman call the player them scraps, and then I say him never mean so. Right now, JT, me stress out with Jamaica football because you're right, JT. Everybody a talk about this. Everybody have a vision like the politician them in Jamaica, but where the money not come from? And so Chris Williams need to tell me where the funding not come from because I'm a bar for sponsor.
People, let me. People, can you
Nobody
hear?
Nobody don't want to believe in a false hope.
Martin Baker, can you hear me? One second. Fans, everybody in the chat, can you hear Martin Baker in the Discord? Just let me know in the comment section if you could hear Martin Baker in the Discord. Continue, Martin.
Yeah, JT. So you see me, my point of view, I mean I tell the people, I say this because one call up Ryan should just make the same statement I make for months now. Because if the fact is all of them where I come up I talk about local ball and I want to do this and want to just every time JT tell if you go to a newspaper, if you watch video with them about for cash and money and them about say no sponsor. So Chris Williams need to come tell the people them where I get the money from then. Right?
And 1 second. Feel free, guys. Feel free to join the show. You can click the Discord link. And join the Discord to get your voice heard. Click the Discord link in the comment section and you can join the show. Continue, Martin. As you said, where are we going to get all this money? And what I'm saying to you is this, Martin Baker. There are countries that have proper grassroots development who are still not qualifying for anything.
Yeah.
So setting up a grassroots program and we wait for 20 years so we can go one competition. That no makes sense to me, brother. And the same development that he's trying to do at the local level, You have players who have been developed at the highest level already, and you don't want to utilize that talent. It's like Jamaica, where I say we not have no brain surgeon at Jamaica, but some man just a cut off man head with knife. But we have some brain surgeons in the diaspora. Yeah, well, we now bring them here, Martin Baker. Because see if we can develop our own brain surgeon in Jamaica.
And watching the JT Taylor and the brain surgeon, them we overseas want to come in and help, you know. And them no need with money, you know. And them no need with money, you know. Them no need we look money with JFF and pay them, you know. Cause me, Antonio don't need them money, you know. Ravel don't need them money, you know. Bailey don't need them money, you know. JT, the facts is nobody can tell me JT Taylor say no money making thing this because I hit the nail on the head. Why we are sending out Zeminis, Paris, Cephas, Normal Campbell, all of them ball there. The man they left Jamaica, you know. The man they left Jamaica and I do them thing in them league, you know. So why we are skip over them and we just depend on JPL because it's about the money. The man when him Williams is a business mind, you know. He can't do him honest still is a business plan because the more people himself from JPL, me know him forget a little percentage for help the league because the league I will get a fee. JT Taylor, it's all the big picture. Them want them take the people them for idiot, but guess what, JT Taylor, me a fan, and them can't trick me. There'll be a politics in this football team like Jamaica, JPL and PMP. Them can't trick me.
Can't trick it. Them can't like that's the thing. I understand, and we want business minds in football in Jamaica.
Yes.
But there is a balance. You don't want people to make football too much of a business and then leave the football behind.
But alone, yeah.
You see me? You need to have a person who can strike that balance where it doesn't come down to football, to business alone. I understand, bro. We just saw the JPL players and we just saw that they're not good enough. I think what Chris Williams should focus on as well is getting the best quality players in the league that he's running. Get players in your league who is good enough.
JT Taylor, I say one, no disrespect to the baller, but what 6 or 7 straight game with him, one defender name will get called up. And nobody can tell me that say them don't have them not even pick the best. They matter about best JT Taylor. That's what I tell you says a scam is a shadow thing. Because most I player with them call up if I check JT Taylor, some of them is not the best in the league. Some of them not even perform. Some of them they on bench and still can make Jamaica provision squad. Tell me now, JT Taylor, if this man, tell me if I don't want shadow the man them a put over the people them here. Them not even pick the best player them from the JPL. JT Taylor, I tell you because me see one defender name, I'm watch 6 games, the man not even can control or score about good. I when me see the name, I say when me see Harbour View, I say I can't have that defender there. When me check at him, when JT Taylor, me say it pan Ryan show, you know, with the ban, you know. I mean, I want to bring it over pan here.
No,
so,
listen, my friend, ban anybody who's having talking about a ban, brother. A ban is total. It's so stupid. It's so stupid, bro. It's like your hand hurt you, so you say kill me till my hand fix. Kill me till my hand fix, and then you revive me when my hand get better. Why don't you try to fix your arm while you're still alive? Why are we going to ban football? And when people sitting on YouTube and talking about banning an entire football program, that sounds great, but you're now not considering the young Jamaicans all around the world who are applying their trade to get better, who are Jamaicans. So you're saying ban the football because you think they should ban the football and put all these people aside till we get it together. Bro, I don't have those discussions when you're talking about banning football. No, the JFF, we don't want to ban the football, Martin. It's ridiculous. That's a step, that's a million step back. I understand that's coming from frustration, Martin, but banning Jamaica from playing football, it would hurt the football more than anything. It's me and Jamaica and Guna spoke about this. As you know, he's a big artist. And me say the same thing that's happening with Jamaican music. You see the older artists, them build up the music, them build up the thing to a level, and them give the young youth them the button. You ever there one sports day and see one little boy take the button and run back the next direction, and they must say, Junior, come back at the wrong way I run go. That's what's been happening in the music. And we don't want to have that in the football where we run with the button, go in at the next direction, and we have to start over from scratch. Because you're gonna skip.
But JT, to
How
be
many
honest,
years
no
would you
JT.
ban? How many years would you want them to ban Jamaica for?
Just like Trinidad, JT. Just like TT, 2 to 3 years because of that reach Trinidad and JT.
But
JT
where is
Taylor.
Trinidad now, Martin Baker?
JT Taylor, Trinidad just get upgraded to League A. If the football is that decrease from the band, them would have in a League C in a Nation League. Them man them just get upgraded to League A for Nation League. And them just a come from a band. The man them just beat the same JPL player them when them now play football for much years through the band. And them still can't come in a Jamaica yard and beat them.
One second, Martin. People in the comment section, big up yourself, Williams, big up yourself, Colin Quest, Patrick Holness.
As me say, me never want to lead it to this thing, JT. Me no want to mash up the show.
No, you're not mash up the show. Me just want to get the fans in on your statement. Fans, would you agree with, or everybody in the chat? I don't like to call people fans because I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Jamaican football. That's
and
why
my
I'm here.
statement to let me correct it because this is my starting point. JT Taylor. If them fire the coach, or they make this coach get frustrated and leave the football in a certain time before even work up, drop the ban. That are my statement. Because me can assure you and you know JT Taylor, if this coach leave, we'll go back to one next type of era. I mean,
no, me know that right now, brother. When they
that's how my ban come in. If them fire the coach or release the coach, so you can ask the question now. If them fire the coach or the coach get tired and left before the World Cup qualifier, me know say Jamaica football go back in a dark age because the when Damian Lowe come Ryan show, you know, and say enough player never want to play because of Tapa, you know. But they can't blame the player, the man them are professional. Everything that happen right now is not because of JFF and not because of Chung. The year where Chung company,
no, Dennis Chung, wait. Dennis Chung.
If there was a different coach,
hold on. I have some time for Dennis Chung. Dennis Chung, I'm a person who has supported you, and I've thought that you were someone who can take the football forward. But your statement, brother, after you screw up the trip for the youth them, if you go overseas, you doodle up yourself on YouTube. Dennis Chung, you doodle up yourself, but Dennis Chung take off him pampers and doodle up himself on the red carpet. The man actually had the audacity to say, let me just calm down. Dennis Chung, because Martin Baker come rev up the thing, you know. You come rev up the thing right now, you know, Martin Baker. Dennis Chung. Stay off of YouTube, brother. And let me tell you this. What I realize now, having these people from JFF on YouTube, I actually don't see a benefit with it anymore. I think it's actually counterproductive. I think what we need to do is let them stay in a corner and embarrass themselves. Dennis Chung is talking about Schengen visa. Now make nobody fool you, brother. You see the lady for the Jamaican consulate? She's in my cell phone right now. The lady for the Jamaican consulate in Denmark is it. This is a person who is a regular person. If you wanted a Schengen visa for, when it comes to sports and music, governments do not hold back on issuing visas. Sporting visas are some of the easiest visas to acquire. If Dennis Chung and those guys liaison with the embassy, with the consulate in Stockholm or the consulate in Copenhagen and say, we're taking these 23 players, here are their names, we're trying to acquire visas for these youngsters, please liaison with the Swedish. The Swedish embassy is in Copenhagen. You ask the consulate, please.
JT Taylor.
Yeah.
JT Taylor, that are the point for me I make with me understand what you say about ban and me don't believe that JT Taylor. Me see Nigeria do it already from ban and look at Nigeria football.
No. Listen, Nigeria got banned because government also interfered in football. Should be a level of separation when it comes on to sports and government. But I'm going to get to that. let me just finish up. I'm gonna make you fire,
Which one?
Martin. Let me finish up with Dennis Chung. Dennis Chung said we sent in the application. We sent in the application very late. Dennis Chung, guys, you didn't send in any application. You didn't send in any. If you're traveling to Sweden on a sporting venture, and there's a letter from the Jamaican government or the football federation to the Swedish football federation or whoever is organizing and saying we need the process for these visas to be expedited, and we want to get to Sweden such and such day. Bro, them get them visa there in a week. Them get them visa there in a week.
I agree with the
so when Dennis Chung
want the youth them come.
Dennis Chung
them as I say, it mess up big time and no excuse. Me hear the statement them I'm a type and me say me here is excuses.
You know the worst excuse where Dennis Chung make that we're gonna set up where the boys can play another tournament. It's like a man thief your money. Like one time one boy named Sam thief my bicycle in a brother. I have my bicycle park up in my yard. And when my grandfather back him up and jape him and cut him to a fat box and say, yo, when my grandson bicycle there? Yeah, the man say, him lost the bicycle and then him have a next bicycle for give me. The grandfather said, no man, I see him bicycle more, man. And the next morning, him care about my bicycle come give me, brother. People, and the next morning, the boy care about my bicycle come give me. So now, what Dennis Chung do now, people? Dennis Chung say, yo, me thief the youth them bicycle, but we have a next bicycle where we are going to give them. We have a next bicycle we better. No, sir, no. We want the next bicycle. We didn't want the youth them play against PSG and them big club there, brother. Dennis Chung, a fool initiate attack my youth. And then when you're going to say you're not going to speak on who dropped the ball, you're not going to speak, brother. Come on, man.
You drink the unicorn meat, you know, cause you see when you normally said give Dennis some time, you normally don't in a chat, you know. You drink it, brother.
Yeah, them time there because Dennis Chung is a Mandeville man too.
Having the team, Taylor, listen to me. I mean, no enough fan. The only hope missing in Jamaica football is not JFF, if not Chris Williams. The only hope me I see is Grimmy. And if Grimmy gone, we gone back in the dark ages. Me not ask nobody, I'm telling you. Because guess who are going to come in? It's a local person because them have got play off Grimmy, you know. And they say when them play off Grimmy, them I say them broke and them now no money, so them have to go push in a domestic.
That's a fact.
I only hope a fact. And tell that's my point, you know. I only the coach I give it hope right now because me I tell you, guess, imagine if the coach never in. Imagine if we never get the coach. That I only thing Mrs. Speed do sense with him. Forget that coach, I know. The only thing Mrs. Speed do for me now him job, the best thing him do, I forget that coach. And the coach still I get fired for even pick the best player. Come on, JT Taylor, there's a big problem. And as I say, my understanding talk about change and everything, but everything start from a man say start from the Paris Council. And I ask the man, oh, am I gonna get them out? The man say we can't get them out. So where the changes are gonna come from then? Tell me now, not Taylor.
No,
so is that next 20 years a failure?
The coach. That's why me want the coach.
This thing.
Martin Baker, this is why me want this coach to win right now, brother. Where Chris Williams at talk about, by the time we reach there, so with film friend them, what you think Martin Baker about Oral Tracy? Because I think Oral Tracy them a hypocrite, you know, bro. Oral Tracy them not rate the English ball at them, you know.
I was like them. I always say this, JTT. I was like them. I think the man them time them not have cable. Me I tell them me not have cable and me I watch a TV and Oral Tracy and I think that Jamaica was the greatest thing till YouTube come. I mean I said, but wait, I think Jamaica we know things come. Them time them not.
Let me read them two comments. Skyward says, me fret them might mess this up. Coach with them mediocre. Yeah, bro. No JPL player should be in the squad, says Siobhan Givens. Yeah, bro, I believe that what they're planning to do is test out to see if the coach
1 minute, man, come back here. Me now come out, but me soon come back here.
Yeah, man. They want to test to see if the coach is gonna win immediately. You see if him no win. You see when them give Marian Garden the team, brother, if go over the little tournament there, I prep Marian Garden them for give them the team, brother. I prep Marian Garden for give him the team. You say Fuzzy did go at the under 20 and do well. A Fuzzy did get their team there. This was the whole ploy, bro. It was a test to give them money at the team. And when them say, yo, we not go win, it not go work. The fans them a beat we have to go get a good coach. And that's why them end up go get a good coach. But as me I say, Mr. Dennis Chung, me disappointed in you, brother. Me disappointed in you because me feel like now the virus take you. Me feel like the virus take you to Mr. Dennis Chung. The way how me hear you talk on that show where you stated that you're not gonna state the name of the individual who dropped the ball. You're not gonna talk about the man who dropped the ball. Them fi blame you. Brother, no, we actually don't even want to. We don't want to blame you neither, brother. You just gone in at the same bucket as the rest of the man them. So Dennis Chung, him disappoint me on that interview. And Dennis Chung, your excuses are becoming so repetitive, brother. I mean, listen to it this way, no. I mean, we try to do these things, and I mean, it never really work out, Yeah, Ryan, that's what I'm trying to say, as long as, people can critique us, as long as they're not disrespectful. Dennis Chung, you're setting up yourself to be disrespected on YouTube now. You're becoming like the individuals that the fans have been beating for over a year. You're setting up yourself to get disrespected on YouTube because you're dropping the ball. You're stating that you don't want to call the name of the person who's screwing up. We should blame it on you. Listen to how that sound, brother. Listen to how that sound. You're gonna become one of those people where the fans them see you in the same light as Dalton Winton and Jay Taylor. Never disrespect you on YouTube. I only supported you and root for you. But the way on me here, you make them excuse the brother when you say when they never send in the application in time. And you know what, Dennis Chung, you said it's so hard to get a Scandinavian visa. Brother, the hardest visa in the world forget is England, Australia, and the United States. Australia.
Taylor, I know where somebody tell me, say, Taylor, sorry
yeah.
for cutting. You know where somebody tell me, say the manager, she's new in the chat earlier on Ryan show. She's new. The man, me say she lead a work with Cassava. She's new. She will learn the job and all of this. And me I say, whoa, thanks. Me not call the person name, but enough people in the chat. You see it and respond. And me I say, whoa. Me talk to cause me tackle him and I say, whoa, oh, so it's a friend iron. So it's a friend thing still a go on. So the manager knew and she don't have an idea how it
Jamaica
works. So
Guna.
how she get the job?
1 second.
Why IR?
Jamaican Guna. Jamaican Guna. See, click the link and jump in at the Discord. Jamaican Guna them take plane come to Europe like taxi, brother. Them man they can tell when it comes on to artists and athletes, those people,
Yeah, man.
those people get visa quicker than anybody. When it comes on to artists and athletes, somebody say apparently there are some elements who do not like to see progress that the coach is making. They are not sincere. They are malicious towards it. Brother, may I tell you, Oral Tracy, that discussion with Chris Williams and Oral Tracy had on his show, these are the discussions they have behind the scenes, bro. These are the things them joke about. Them Englishman, the man come on the show and I say, we don't want to do this DNA. Whatever he said some.
And call him disrespect the player them, The man, me no remember he make a phrase like them Monday. The man called the player them Monday,
And him.
Them Monday, man called the player me no hear that
Martin Baker. Martin Baker.
The man said them Monday,
Martin Baker. And that's a message tonight, people. They are telling you exactly. And this is even where me and Ryan disagreed. He got upset. I didn't care. Ryan was saying this man is for the president, Chris Williams. And I said, no, we can't have a man who doesn't even watch Jamaican football. The man say he never even watch Jamaican football. It's like a teacher come to school and say, yo, me never go to school, what I'm here teach, Come on, people. Come on, people. A man who don't even watch Jamaican football and him we push for presidents. And that's, you see, that night when I realized, say, yo, after that, I didn't hear from Ryan for a very long time. And I keep telling the fans, them, look, not one YouTuber other than JD. And as me said, Martin Baker, me and JD go at it on YouTube. Me and JD fling my shit after one another on YouTube. But JD
Here,
was
let me
able.
tell you this.
Hold
JD,
on, hold on.
JD.
Me make a fly. JD was able.
Go on do your thing. May I go and listen? May I do something? Go on,
Yeah,
may I listen?
JD was allowed to put his difference aside, and me as well. And we say, yo, brother, it's about football, and we still chop it up. JD came over here and and share the link to his subscribers. I got about 40 subscribers in a one night. I spend nights upon nights on Ryan them channel. You see, they ever came over here and say, yo, go over there and check out J Taylor channel. No, they're not gonna do that, people. Sometimes you have to build something to know how people really feel about you. And I want to say to people, own your voice. Own your voice, whatever you do. That's why I always say, fans in the comment section, as a Jamaican, anything you have going on, you just say, J Taylor, I'm doing this as a Jamaican, but just spit it out right on the street here so I make the fans them know. I don't own YouTube. The moment YouTube say a block, you have to start over. You have a channel where you have 0 subscribers. I don't own anybody on YouTube. I'm here because I love Jamaican football. And I just feel like I didn't want to wait till people say I can speak or allow me to come on the show or hang up phone on me. It's the same thing. I was telling Ricardo Fuller tonight. I disagree. Ricardo Fuller, me said the video is on YouTube. I said, you're my baller, but you're not the best controller of the football. People said, JT, oh, you can't say that about Ricardo Fuller. That's my opinion. Go and look at Ricardo Fuller controlling a football. Ricardo Fuller them control the football and that stick to them foot, brother. Or it a go in or it control it in a space. Ricardo Fuller is one of the most skillful Jamaican players. He's not the greatest finisher either, but he's a playmaker and a creator. He creates space by beating defenders. He's one of the best one-on-one player we have ever seen out of Jamaica. But yeah, so Fuller say, JT, you say me can't control. He obviously just picked out that part of the show when me say about him. He never pick out and me say, yo, he is the best at these things. So what I realize is Jamaica.
JT Taylor, me think Fuller, me lose half of Fuller and me glad say come on, sir, you show away or your mindset be. Me glad still, cause that's why me tell you say them man them will trick you know. Cause that me think Fuller he more have reasoning skill because Holland no people this Holland say him can't do certain things. Holland no come up and say like he want, cause him sound like him he want disrespect you. Me I say, but Fuller if they touch no good, they touch just do good.
Yeah, Fuller, people in the comment section, let me know. Is Ricardo Fuller does Ricardo Fuller has the best touch as a Jamaican footballer? Does Ricardo Fuller has the best touch as a Jamaican footballer? We're not gonna question that Ricardo Fuller is one of our top footballers. But I've seen Ricardo Fuller live. He doesn't have the best touch when it comes to ball control. One-on-one, he's the best. Creating space in front of goal, he's the best. Not the greatest finisher. Not the greatest finisher. As I said, Andy Williams, one of the best spot kickers for Jamaica, but he's very slow. He was very slow, but he makes up with his way how he moves off the football. Tyrone Marshall, one of those. And Walter Boy, one of the most skillful things Jamaica has ever birthed. But Walter Boy is one of the most indisciplined Jamaican football players ever. Anandi Law is one of the best football players ever out of Jamaica. But what they're saying, he's overly aggressive on the football field, and it has cost him not to reach certain level. Peter Cargill, one of the best in the midfield for Jamaica, he's also quite slow. Theodore Whitmore, one of the most skillful players, he doesn't tackle. It's all there on tape. And I know me watch Jamaican football, so when them come tell me like
JT and Taylor,
I
hit the nail upon the head. This is the problem with the Jamaica football right now. They say, oh, Fuller come in, it's a one statement team, and people I say, all right. Them have a point, me never control. Them money don't accept no changes.
You
That's why
can't
the
critique. You
JPA player
can't
them not
critique.
improving.
You can't
Yeah,
critique
can't
Jamaican
critique them.
athletes, brother.
Them are the greatest. No, brother. No, brother. You're not ready. You're not ready.
All right. Martin Baker. We have Jamaica Guna on the show. Jamaica Guna, Chris Williams. Him stir up YouTube this week. I'm going to read a comment and I'm going to turn it over to Jamaica Guna. Jamaica is the only country where you want the worst players to play and reject the best. That's a big comment. Come read back that comment there. Sky guys said Jamaica is the only country where they want the worst players them to play and reject the best. Them no realize we get the best and start win competition. That's when the eyes gonna open for the domestic. Yo, Jamaica Guna, where you have to say, brother? There's so many things you can start it. I don't know where you gonna start. Just start it, brother. Anywhere you want to start.
All right. Good night, good morning, good evening, good day to everybody anywhere at all in the world. You know, they big up on yourself here. My point that I try to make is this. I have nothing to say about what the gentleman said. I mean, I have nothing to say about that. I want to listen to the full context of the conversations, both conversations, and then we can make an informed comment. I don't want to talk hyperbole and I don't know what I talk about. So I'm going to load that one for now. What I want to talk about now is not just what he said personally, but broader spectrum, right? In that, when I look at the thing as a Jamaican, and you know where you hear some man taking up, some man just want to get empowered, and somebody dying for somebody come out and say something where them feel like them can interpret it and have them own narrative. Now, some man did well want to hear somebody of power in Jamaica football come out and say them don't want certain baller or them not like certain baller or this and that. Now, I am 100% certain about this. Based on what I've seen, development can take place at the same time when
Thank you.
players are being invited. I don't think they're exclusive one way or the other. I think players can be invited. I think development can happen at the same time. So if a person is going to come out and say that they want to develop, they don't necessarily have to come and say, okay, I want to develop at the expense of inviting overseas players. I don't think that is necessarily true. I might be wrong. Next thing, there's a country called the United States of America. Okay, they have 300 million, over 300 million people in their country, and they still go outside of those 300 million people to seek dual nationals that can represent them.
Thank you.
And Jamaica only has 2.7 million people, and we are say we too big for some man. We not seen a World Cup in our last 25 years, but we too big.
We're too big.
Instead of looking at it and say, well, let's look at the teams that actually qualify for the World Cup in our last 25 years and no miss out. Morocco, Nigeria have dual nationals. Nigeria have millions of people, must have 200 million people there at Nigeria. Okay? And them still get dual nationals to come and represent them. Okay? So, and that don't stop there. That don't hinder the development of them. Them still get dual nationals. Okay? There's a player called there was a player, an old-time player called David Trezeguet, and he played for France. He was born in Argentina.
Oh God, man, for him Trezeguet, man.
Yeah, he was born in Argentina.
Trezeguet, man.
He was born in Argentina. David Trezeguet was born in Argentina but played for France. So what are we mimicking? What are we looking to? Where we get our judgment from? Are we going to get our judgment by looking at success? Are we going to get our judgment by looking at the failure that we have continually been propagating all these years? That's what we want.
No, what they want to do, Guna, is show so we can do it as Jamaican. That is the thing, you know. We lick about with Talawa is the steroids the way them feed we. It works, you know, but sometimes it's not a logical way of thinking about things. Sorry for cut you off. It's not a logical way. Continue. Your mic is muted, Jamaica Guna. Yes. Me just wait till Jamaica Guna mic is back on. But that's as Jamaica Guna is saying. Continue, Jamaica Guna. You're back.
Yeah, my bro. So when me hear some man say something, Jay Taylor, as me say, me now attack what the gentleman said. I'm just looking at the broader spectrum of the whole thing. Just a look at how the because some man just want to him a long time. Someone want to get emboldened by this something, but even close to even if I that the G I say, you have some man I go say. You have some man that support it and say, yeah, man, a long time I want a man to come out and say this. Because no, none of them man in my side.
No.
You get me? When a man, it's called transformation bias. You know, when a man hears something we want to hear,
Yeah.
even if none of that been said, but that me want to hear, so that me I run it. So it falls within the narrative in which them I say. But the fact is this, my bro. Other countries are taking that route. We, they back around, they run a one part. We not going to World Cup in the last 25 years. But yet still we're going like say, bro, obviously we're not going to World Cup in another 25 years.
The
If
man
this is the
saying not care
mindset.
about the World Cup right now. I'm not making this up, Guna. On the first show that he came on, Best Up Yourself Formula Sport. Join the show Formula Sport. The link is in the comment section. Hit the Discord link. Fabian Full. Bless up. He said that on Ryan's show. He's not worried about the next World Cup right now, brother. The next World Cup in our backyard over the US over there. So
I don't want to keep America, Canada, and Mexico that him attack about.
him say him no worry about that right
Nah,
now.
man, I don't want to keep a space. The next one I keep a space or man. So Canada one that I keep right down there. So. That is one of the areas where the most Jamaicans are located, the USA and Canada. I can't want them attack. So as I said,
And Guna,
me no really want to comment on what him say because I didn't hear him. I no want to comment on the hear he say. But what me I say is this, bro. The reality is this. What are we modeling what we're doing off? Are we modeling it off African nations? Are we modeling it off the other CONCACAF nations? Are we
no,
modeling
track
it off
and
what?
field, Guna.
Chuck
Right?
and feel, chuck and feel, chuck and feel. He said
Okay.
yeah, chuck and feel.
Okay. So let's go there. I actually heard him say that, so I can actually comment on that. Let's go there. So we are modeling it off a Jamaican success in track and field. Okay? I'm here somebody make a stupid comment about track and field is an individual sport and football is not. That's a dumb comment because in order for a football team to be a good team, you have to have good individuals. You can't just have a football team exist with be a rock span it and them are gonna play good. You have to have good individuals who can follow instructions and do what the coach requires and do what the team requires and play for the team, so on and so forth, etc. etc. So making a statement that's a dumb statement. You see me? But we have to understand, okay, so track and field. How long has track and field been developing in Jamaica for it to reach where it's at now?
It's a lot of years, man.
But
Okay,
about
let's
50,
say
60 years.
25 years. Let's just use a random number. It's more than that, but let's just use a random number. Because I remember we had champions from Donald Curry days.
About 50 years.
Yeah, so let's use just for argument's sake. Let's use the magic number of 25. Because that year that time that we never see back our World Cup. So let's use
Yeah.
the magic 25. So 25 years again, we have another 25 years before we see another World Cup.
That are my point. Me agree, Guna. That are my point always. Them man here, Guna, me no boy Guna right now. I must say Pep alone can come change the mindset of them people because Pep no talent. I must say Pep alone can save this football.
Carly Lewis.
Pep no talent. I tell you, I must say Pep help Jamaica football. Pep help Jamaica football.
Bro, there was a coach that came to Jamaica that had Jamaica playing the best football that we've ever played in our entire existence.
Schaefer,
And
Winfred Schaefer.
And the man slip up a couple times and the man dash the man over on part because them say them couldn't pay him.
Can't pay him. But we can pay a
And them
topper. We can pay a topper.
Them Iron Man whose highest accolade is using the remnants of Schaefer. His highest accolade as a coach, not as a baller, as a coach, is using the remnants of what Schaefer did. And then after that, the football go back and front and upside down. And if you have a coach that is actually dividing the team, how is the team going to go out there and play as a team? When you have a coach that's actively dividing the team. So we couldn't go nowhere with that, my bro. And that is what it's all about. Listen to me. This is what it boils down to, brother. I'm gonna lay it out straight and plain. Cool. Number one. The coaches, the people them in Jamaica were the administrators, them corrupted. See? Them are run football under a little system of me can break off a little thing, run a little part and give you, and you can eat a food. Me hear man I say, he might try get players in the national team. You listen what I say a while ago?
Yeah.
He's trying to get players in the national team. Now, based on what me understand, to get in a national team, you get there by merit. Me never know someone can take up the phone and call and get a player in the national team.
Yeah. You can make that phone call. They can make that phone call and get you in the national. Look at the squad right now. But
Taylor and
Guna, Guna, I'm gonna get back to
It's a football work, Alpha. You're a good player. You're playing well in your position. You're playing better than everybody.
Formula. Your background is
Hold on.
yeah.
Hold on. Give me a sec. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So, all right, Jamaica Guna, I'm gonna let you continue. Mikey Ballin is in the building. Mikey, big up yourself. The formula was here. He jumped off.
Yes, sir. Yes, gentlemen. Listen, I
What?
listen to what everybody is saying, and they are, especially Mr. Guna is totally correct. The Jamaican Football Federation want to use the Jamaican national team to make money. And they don't understand, when you have a good product and you compete at world level and you compete in the World Cup, people are going to start looking at your local competition and pick players. People, like especially perfect example, Cephas never played for Jamaica yet, but him playing overseas in Europe, right? So therefore, there's talent in Jamaica. And if we continue to have Jamaica name in the limelight, meaning that we're in the top 30, top 35 teams, people will always still, scouts going to come to Jamaica and watch JPL games and pick a couple of players to go play overseas in Europe. So that man, what's his name? Mr. The guy on the top about.
Chris Williams.
Can't remember his name.
Williams.
Chris Williams.
Chris Williams. He was not a football person, he's a businessman. It's all about the money.
Big
The
up
more
real baller.
people, players him can get to play overseas and that under his contract, that him have under contract, is the more money him will make. If him don't care if Jamaica reach World Cup, him shouldn't be in no football position in Jamaica. Not even prep school league. Them for run him away.
But General, what the main purpose everybody at the qualification and everybody pay money in them youths? What the main purpose, guys? Tell me now. Why DR spend so much money in them league? Why DR pump so much money?
And listen, wait. Listen. You touch on DR. You see, DR is really sneaking up on the Caribbean. You notice all these tournaments are being held in the Dominican Republic. You notice all these youth tournaments are held in Dominican Republic. I give those guys 5 years down there. I give them 5 years down there.
And 5, me give them 3.
And guess what, guys? There's not enough spots in CONCACAF to have very good teams. And so if Jamaica is not progressing, if we wait on Chris Williams, by the time we come back, come reap the rewards of what him at about, Dominican Republic lap with 10 times.
A lot of people from DR play football in Spain.
Okay.
A lot of people from Suriname play football in Holland. A lot of people from Curacao play football over Holland too. What's going to happen now? Eventually, all these teams going to step up them game with these professional players that play in the big leagues in Europe, and they're going to blow past Jamaica if we going to continue to use JPL players, because the JPL players are not they're not being developed properly. You understand me? They need, like when so that take one.
I want to ask you a question, Mikey Baldwin. We beat the JPL players them. Should Alvas Powell be in this team? Jamaica Guna. Mikey
No,
Ball,
sir.
just give me a take.
No,
Shh,
sir.
me go get this thing in cracking. Should Alvas Powell be in this team, Mikey Balling? Then tell me why,
No.
and then we hand it over to Jamaica
Let
Guna,
me tell you
then
why.
Martin
First
Baker.
of all, Alvis Powell should never come back on this team after him went off to Schaefer back in 2013. You forget? When him because him feeling better than the same guy him beat up. When him cuss off threaten.
Michael Hector?
Yes. You remember him leave the team 2013, when Schaefer was coach, because Michael Hector
Nobody
started
now
over him 2
remember
games
that
at the Gold Cup.
Mikey
You forget
Balling.
that?
You know,
Eh?
somebody
Nobody now
forget
remember,
about that.
man. To a local ball, nobody now remember.
You know, somebody forget
Me
about
remember,
that.
me have a long memory, and him come back again when Tapa coach and do the foolishness again. Listen, you know what I'm used to say? You know what I'm saying? You can't teach old dog new trick.
New trick.
Alvis Powell is a disruptor. So from the moment him feeling better than the man in the coach start in 2013 with Schaefer, him not for come back, him not for the Jamaica team again.
Yeah. Detonation said, don't call them man the name for the show. Jamaica Guna. Alvas Powell should be in this provisional squad for you. Your mic muted. Jamaica Guna. Should Alvas Powell be around this team?
Provisional squad?
Yeah.
No, him not fitting in a provisional squad. The man, no, hold on there. Me try remember the last qualification that we had. The coach made a change and put on a player up on the field and sell out 2 goals and make a lose the match. Who was that player?
Alvas Powell. Alvas Powell, the player was, sir.
So, do we understand? Do we understand? As I said, bro, and I need you to get this in on the brain. What is the benchmark that we're aiming for? Where we are aiming for? Because it's like you're going in a room and fire be a wild shot. Where we are aiming for? Are we aiming for success, or are we aiming to just feel good and feel nice in ourselves? If we're aiming for success, then we should model what we're doing on a successful program. Whenever a player comes on, Missy player come on from club football and sell out game, and then see back the field, under 23 go play.
Yeah.
That's how ruthless football is, because it's based on performance. However, in our great nation that we have here, that is not the case. It's not based on performance. It's based on friend performance. So me and your friend, me no business if you have performance.
It's a new one it's a new talk that friend performance.
Yeah, you know perform. Me and your friend, you're in his side. Cause here what go on now. It's when you forward in his side and you get that little payment there, that little international payment there, you break me off a thing. Oh, it's on.
Yes.
All right, my boss. So when you invite on the side, and when you get the cap there, you just break me off a 50 pack or break me off a 100 pack. Jane, yeah, I saw the thing go. So let's not kid ourselves. It's the thing is that, look, we're looking at idealistically what we would like to happen and say, oh, yo, this is what football is supposed to be, but we're not looking at the components that have been put together. We're not looking at the corruption of the agency that is responsible for football across the nation. We're not looking at that. We're looking at saying this is what it's supposed to be. Idealistically, this is what it's supposed to be. But then when we're looking at the people who are actually going to take the action, it's like idealistically, I say, brother, football, 11 man versus 11 man, you know. And a man say, yeah, man, 11 man versus 11 man. And then we show about 11 man versus 11 man out there. But then guess what happened to the man them we put out there, you know? That's some wheelchair them, you know.
Jesus.
So technically speaking, 11 man versus 11 man out there, you know. But we have 11 cripple man in a wheelchair. I think it's 11 man in foot.
Yeah.
You understand
Guys,
the word? So once we put 11 man versus 11 man, me not give the conditions in which those 11 men are going to be in. Me just tell us that 11 man. I'm going to push out 11 man out there. One of them have 1 foot, one of them have 1 eye, one of them head chop off. I 11, you know. So that's what me say. 11 versus 11 out there.
Jesus.
You over to me, I say,
friend performance. I the new talk that's for the night, people. Jamaica Guna just build a new talk on the stream live. Friend performance. It don't get better than that. Formula, what you have to say about the friend performance?
Yeah, family. Why your family?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, man, loud and clear.
Yo, brother, I feel like answer parchment, brother. Come on, the stream and have to jump to a bag of hurdles. Have to clear a bag of hurdles to get panda. So, I never know if I did the right thing. All right. Brother, I try to get on the stream still, you know. I did hear a Guna there say a while ago, you know.
We were talking about Alvas Powell. Did the Alvas Powell even merit a spot in the provisional squad?
In the preliminary squad.
Yes.
First of all, thanks for having me, and it's the first time I forward on the channel
Yeah,
since
man.
you
Blessings
started.
and thanks for the support, man.
Yeah, man, you don't know where to forward through and come get the higher strength, you know.
Yeah, bless.
Um, on footballing merits based on club performances and the level that he's playing at, yes, but I can understand, you know, off the field issues within the Jamaican setup. You know, some people being hesitant to want to see Alvas Paul back in the national setup. But I remember when Alvas did dash for the game Stadium versus Mexico. I said to myself, say, boy, brother, we need to see at least 2 more seasons. We need to see at least 2 seasons for Alvas Paul with him playing really well. For me, if you even think about that, brother, you come back in a national setup, you know, because I see Alvas Paul
Formula.
too much.
You think Alvas Paul can ever play well for Jamaica?
Well, to be fair, last season in the MLS, he had a decent season for
Not the
Cincinnati, who
MLS,
went to
not
the
the
playoffs
MLS.
of the
We're
MLS.
talking about. I made a video today where I compare Alvas Powell. Go check out that video, guys. I compare Alvas Powell to Harry Maguire. I think Alvas Powell is the Harry Maguire to Jamaica, which Harry Maguire is to Manchester United. The fans, he traumatized us. You remember that face that Harry Maguire made when he lose the football and them score? Like Alvas Powell, I just remember seeing Alvas Powell laying down on the field in the Gold Cup. And them take him off and tie up him foot and him come back on and drop down again.
Let me tell you guys again, when I done with Alvas Powell from 2013, when he disrespects Schaefer and disrespect the team and leave the team at the Gold Cup.
Yo, me never even remember that, Mikey.
Yo, my remember that. A long time I like that you the brethren.
Yeah, man,
You know,
remember
everybody
that,
forget
man.
that. Everybody forget that.
Brother,
you never see this side again.
Brother, I want chip in a fear brain, brother.
Listen. So when Jamaica and Gona say, for him say friend, whatever him call it, that's how him get back in the team. Because when Tapper come back on the team, that's when him get back in the car. Schaefer wasn't pick him again, you know. I'm disrespect.
Yeah, I think I remember that for real.
Because he
Mike Darling, fight out Schaefer. We get the best review in our Jamaica for over 25 years.
Yeah, listen.
After World Cup, the best prosperous time.
Yeah.
Everybody figures Schaefer make we got Gold Cup final first. Then figures he make we feel and how it tastes.
Yes. But you see what and then Tapper get it now, the remnants, like you say, and go back 2 years later.
Mikey Ballin,
and then 2 years after that.
Because you know why Tapper no win? Because if Tapper did win that Gold Cup, Tapper would have still be the coach now, even if we never qualify. Everything I'm for a reason. If Tapper did win that Gold Cup, he would have come in like both breaking the world record. And the man say we have to go use the track and field because both break the world record. These are the problem because you see, we get blessing and Jamaican people love using blessing to damage them own people. Just everything. The problem is with this Jamaican Federation and everybody in a Jamaican, to be honest. Is that when a man make it, we take the man's success and believe say everybody can make it too. And nobody no want to work hard. Everybody skip around when both say you have to work hard. Everybody skip around the hard working part and just want a success because both do it, them can do it. But guess what? Me, I go in a football term, I go play the match, I go drink some rum with my friend. I've linked my woman, you see me?
Which way? You mean women?
And then
you mean
women? National team.
You mean lick my woman them? woman.
Jesus
Christ. But listen to this. Listen to this now. You see,
Mikey, you're too old for that, Mikey.
Listen.
Relax yourself.
You see, when they come to, now we go back to Aswas Powell. So come to Aswas Powell. After he left the team because of Hector, you know. People don't remember this, you know. 2013, because the coach play Hector over him, you know. I'm saying better than Hector, you know. Then him go threaten the man back in 2019, 2020. I wouldn't threaten Hector. Because a long time Hector feud, you know. Yeah, a long time. Him have some. A long time have up Hector, you know. You understand me? From 2030 when Schaefer was the
Allegedly,
coach.
allegedly.
What? I mean,
Jesus
allegedly him cuss
God.
off shit. I mean, allegedly him cuss off threaten. Allegedly him cuss.
Allegedly.
All right, whatever.
If you no
But
want to know, if you no want to get lawsuit, you can go on, Me, I
allegedly,
use up, use up
allegedly.
my allegedly.
Well, when there's smoke, there's fire. Yes, sir. That's all I have to say.
Jesus God. Jamaica Guna. Andre Blake. Talk to me. Where this, because I just how you feel about Alvas Powell. This is how I kind of feel about Andre Blake. I believe that if you go to war with a team as the captain, no matter the situation, you don't just leave. And the thing in Suriname where he abandoned the team, I believe that Andre Blake for me is in the doghouse.
The same thing I was
No,
called.
no.
Formula. The
No,
same thing I was called.
Situation.
No. That was an entirely different scenario. You can't compare the Alvas scenario to
Yeah,
that.
I think it's a different situation. I don't think it's the same.
Two different. Look. I have questioned Andre Blake's leadership ability as captain. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But given the passion where we have for Jamaica's football, me not go wrong Andre Blake in at that moment for just feel so deflated him couldn't even touch the field. Me not say the right
As the
thing,
captain, you would abandon your team down there like that?
And that's no, I agree with you, Taylor. I am not excusing it, and I don't agree with it. So from a captain standpoint, it was wrong. But for you act like say yo, it discredit him place as even with starting goalkeeper. No, Bridget. Me not go that far. But I agree.
Formula.
I do question his
Formula.
captaincy
What
in recent times.
was Andre Blake the man who allegedly, I use your words, allegedly said that all them foreign player coming at the team him not really like?
No, he never said that. That was
What
not
he
what
did.
he said.
What he said.
No, he said basically, and I'm paraphrasing here, basically along the lines of why are they coming now? That's basically
and
what
that's
he said.
that's a false narrative, Formula,
Yes.
because me watch Antonio say he me want play for Jamaica from him at 22. Him say on the podcast just 2 days ago. That's a false narrative that he was selling.
Hold on.
That's
hold
a
on,
false.
hold on.
If
Hold on.
say
The Mikel
alleged,
Antonio.
the man
Hold
them never
on,
want come
everybody,
and commit that one play for Jamaica.
Hold on, family. Let me just get a few comments from the fans. Here we have Jason Guna said the difference is that Andre Blake has been a better performer than Alvas Powell, so we now see it the same. Shamar Hall said Pinnock are low for my captain. Colin Quest said Blake must be dropped. No, forget about him. I pick
Rubbish. I can't agree with it.
Don't agree with that, though.
I want to drop Blake right now.
No, you know why? You know why they are exposing those views? Because they don't like Andre Blake, because they think that Andre Blake does not like UK born players, and that's why they hate the man. Right? Them no remember when Andre Blake basically bring we go Gold Cup final. Seen? Pan him back. Them forget them things there,
No.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yes, but that's not a reason to keep a player, because then we should have still have the goalkeeper coach keep right now for Jamaica. That a coach of a Mount
but
Pleasant
he's still
now.
performing, Mikey. That goes without saying.
Listen to me.
That goes without saying. He's still our best goalkeeper without a shadow of a doubt.
Listen, when you represent your country, brethren, when there's track and field, jacks, hopscotch, whatever it is, brethren, you have to depend on your top diplomatic thing. So if you have something to say that in any way can be construed as being negative, you keep it to yourself.
No, me can't agree with that. Hold on.
Yeah, we have to change them, General. I kind of disagree. I disagree with you. Andre Blake, Andre Blake has more in the bank than Alvas Paul. Full stop.
That is
he
true.
has more in the bank, so he have more leeway with it because he's been a better performer. So there's more that you can use as a plus for him than for Alvas Powell.
That's
And
fact.
Andre Blake never sell out the side.
That's
So
fact.
Andre Blake never sell out the side. Andre Blake is the best goalkeeper Jamaica has ever seen, in my opinion. And he's in top form right now, and he should be our starting. Whether or not he's the captain of the team, that's questionable. I think Ethan Pinnock should be the captain. But as it relates to does he make the squad? He's our best goalkeeper, and as I said, I think he's the best goalkeeper Jamaica has ever produced.
Answer this question, Guna. Answer this question from the fan. Answer this question from Fabian Full.
No, wait a second, Taylor. Gona, I think Blake is the best shot stopper Jamaica.
Agreed.
But not the best goalkeeper.
Agreed.
Who would you say is the best goalkeeper?
But shot stopping is the number one.
But you can't distribute the ball.
Goalkeeper
is the number one.
He's the best goal scorer, but he's not the best striker. Your primary job is to stop shots.
Just to keep out the ball out of the back of the net.
Yeah, that's your primary job, to stop shots.
But you
so
know,
it's like you're saying, he's the best striker we have, but he's the best goal scorer we have.
No. Listen to me now. Blake stop shots, but most of the goals score upon Blake is rebounds, Check it. Even in the MLS.
But yeah, because he doesn't stop the ball. Every time Andre Blake block a shot, him seem like him block the shot and the ball get onto the feet of the striker. It always end up that
way. Nobody disputes the fact that
every goalkeeper have every kind of goal score on them. Headed shot, always thinking to save, bounce off a man back. The best goalkeepers in the world have flips goal score on him. Our big goal, our little ball, and that man have to try to protect the little ball from going at the big old goal. If you take one goal, one football goal, if you take one football goal and you full it up a football, just full it up a football from load pan ball, pan top of ball, go up till it full, and then load it across. You know how much ball I get?
Guna. So wait. Guna. Formula. Easy.
Everybody's supposed to be perfect.
It's our best goalkeeper, and he deserves his spot. That is it.
Guna, so you don't hold him accountable. Formula and Guna, both of you can decide who's going to take this question. That documentary where Andre Blake was quite divisive in his comments in a way towards the English-based players, does that count towards the team camaraderie as the captain and the leader? Do you think that your statements has to be measured?
I beg you that one, Aguna. Because I need to address this, because even my boss I bring up the Mikel Antonio situation, seeing basically disqualifying Andre Blake's comments that why are they coming now? Because Mikel Antonio wanted to come a long time. The fact of the matter is, this is facts, generally speaking, right? And give me a chance to dissect it and analyze it, because I don't fully agree with Andre Blake's comments, I agree with it to a certain extent. The fact of the matter is that every single World Cup qualification, a bag of English-born players, Jamaican players, show up either on the eve of the World Cup qualifiers or in a lot of cases during the World Cup qualifiers. That is facts. Now, where Andre Blake got wrong is that Andre Blake put that entirely on the shoulders of the UK-born Jamaicans coming in, and it is not entirely their fault. Yes, to be fair, some of the blame can be ascribed to them because sometimes them wait until the last minute and then them forward. But on the flip side, what Andre Blake did not, or what Andre Blake failed to mention, is the fact that the JFF drags their feet in recruiting these players and bringing them in to the setup as well. But to totally disqualify what Andre Blake said and try and labeling it as xenophobic and connecting invisible dots to try and spin what Blake said a certain way is totally unfair to the man. When he said that why are they coming now, he has a fair point, but he should have gone on to expound on that and further qualify his statement by saying, to be fair to them, it's not all their fault why they are coming now. But don't try spin the man's statements and try and
But you are spin
disqualify
it.
it as
You
being
are spin it,
illegitimate. It's
Formula.
not. No, I am not spinning it.
Because you are
I
trying
am
to finish his
applying.
statement, but you don't know if you
No,
must
I
be
am
Yeah, yeah,
saying
try
applying.
this and that.
fix the
I am
statement, Formula.
applying a literal interpretation of what he said, and
And
it
Well,
is
that's
you
what
a
we're
interpret
doing
it that
too.
fair,
way.
That's
not
You
what
a
we're
interpret it
fair
that
doing.
way then.
point.
You interpret it that way, but me interpret it the other way.
No.
Yeah,
You
because
are
you have to
connecting
look on it to
invisible
Formula,
dots.
you know. Look on
You
the
are
time when he
connecting
made the
invisible
statement,
dots.
Formula. Why you don't tell the people them that? Look at the time
What?
when the man made the statement when Jamaica football a fight against local and domestic, and he made that statement. Come on, and guess what, Formula? Netflix
Hold
don't
on.
lie.
Repeat what you
We
just
have
said.
it
Me not
on
get what you
record.
just said. Repeat what you just said.
Netflix do not lie. We have Blake on record. I talk about this same thing where I try to
And
defend
I
him. That's
agree.
why people have the mindset.
Boss,
Because Netflix
boss,
don't lie.
me
Videos don't
agree.
lie. We have the proof.
Hold on. The Netflix documentary does not portray Andre Blake as disliking UK-born players, in my humble
What?
opinion. Hold on. What it portrayed Andre Blake as being was a poor captain and taking sides and hating UK-born players are two different things. It portrayed him as being a very poor captain, and I would not disagree with anybody who watched that and based on that documentary say we fi strip Andre Blake of the captaincy because he's a poor leader. Me not go wrong a man for saying that. See, but to label that as being xenophobic, me can't agree. At this so the conversation kind of lose me, brother. But it's a fair statement to say that out of all the captains on that Netflix series, Andre Blake was portrayed the worst. It wasn't even close. He was a poor captain based on what we saw in the Netflix series. But to be fair to Andre Blake, the Netflix series did not tell the entire story, but it told enough to pose serious question marks over Blake's captaincy.
To be honest, family, I just make this statement because of the top. Because the coach wiped the scale from Andrew Blake, I kind of wipe it from him too. But if he raise up again, you know, I hit that. But the coach say move on from Blake. But that's why I know say may I agree with you. Him not to be the captain. That Netflix somebody. But the statement when he make at the stadium when him say the man them for come. They meant them to come now. The reason why me I say me don't believe that statement because the player them say them will come because when he made that statement there, you know, Bobby Reed them interview Bobby Reed, you know, and anyone where Bobby Reed say if him get called, why him say if him get called him will come. Answer that. Why him say if? And most of the back baller them where they most of the statement go watch the video them say if them get called them will come. If why football have to say if them get called them will come? Why Andre Blake? You say me know the problem from that, right? You say me know the situation. Why he never say because they not call him and them, that's why them not come. Him say if they want to come, make them come now. Me too much proof out there right now, family, where the ball and them come out themselves
Boss,
and
let me
say
ask you a
JFF did
question.
not call them. So that statement
Boss,
is
hold
just
on.
divisive
In the
to me.
last two,
And that's my
since,
opinion still. It's
since Bobby
divisive.
Reed,
Good point,
since
still.
Bobby
Good
Reed,
point. Good point. Good point.
and I agree, he is divisive. I agree. He's not a good captain. He has not been portrayed as a good captain. But let me ask you a question. Since Bobby Reed turned up to represent Jamaica, since he joined the national program, how many windows have we not seen Bobby Reed? Because 95% of the windows we have seen him, which one would one would arrive at the conclusion that he has been called up and him take the call. When have we ever seen a window where Bobby Reed is not in the mix?
When
So
we
me
play
not
Suriname,
understand if me
when
not
the
understand.
last World Cup game we played qualifier with Paul Hall. He must there in Jamaica, but he wasn't called to the team. But the
Listen.
Yes,
like I heard he
thank
was
you.
in the
And
stadium.
guess what
I hear
Paul
he was
say?
in the stadium. He say
Him one players were committed. And the man was in Jamaica and no one called him.
him and Daniel
Listen
Jackson
And
to
that
this
was
was
in
a
comment.
mistake.
Jamaica.
Listen to this comment. Mikey Ballin, formula. This comment is formula. This comment is geared towards
Paul
you.
Hall said that you don't believe Paul Hall because you depend some channel and man has spin some rhetoric phone. You don't believe Paul Hall. I don't know who is telling the truth and I don't know who is lying. Seen? But to arrive at the conclusion that he was not called in that window when the gaffer said that said that the players work hard, and you pick a side right there, so because you choose to pick a certain side based on a certain narrative that you have in your mind,
Formula,
brethren.
somebody has a comment towards you. Chris Smith said, Formula, did you know Blake was mad because when the local players boycott the game, the English players came and play USA game. Did you know the local players were mad from that? That's what Chris Smith is
Brother,
asking.
That's a game in Austria.
proof?
That's a game in Austria, right?
The
The game
game
in
in
Austria.
Austria, I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Brother, what that is some story, brother. Like, where's the proof of that? You can't just expect me to get up and believe something like that without any basis, brother. Where is the proof of that, brother? Where's the proof of that? You can't just come tell me a story and expect me to run with it, brother. See, me's a vlogger, brother. Me supposed to be more responsible than that, brother. Where is the proof of that? Why you feel like say Blake did Bex? Brother, come on.
Well, let's just move on from that. The local base players. You think these local base players deserve to be in the squad? Would you pick any of them for the final 23? Jamaica Guna. Any local base player in the final 23 for you?
JPL player to the Gold Cup squad. None. Not one.
None. I agree.
None.
None.
Not
No
one.
JPL player.
None. No
not
JPL
one.
player to the final 23.
This is what I don't understand. We have a lot of Jamaican ex-JPL players playing in Europe and in the USFL in the American Division 2. So therefore, I think those players are better. Usually, are 95% of them are better than the players that play in Jamaica. It's better you call them than you call the one them at Jamaica.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's some look
Thank you,
on it.
boss.
I was saying
Yeah,
that
brother.
to myself just today.
This is my message. The ball of them forget good so that somebody can see them like people who scout footballers for a living. Who when them wake up in the morning, all them do is watch videos and read dossier of footballers. Them people that when you scout, yeah. Jamaica is not one backawal country, my bro. You have some isolated place where you have 2,000 people in it and some desert in and ball man scout fly go down to go find ball line, bro.
Yeah, man.
You have some place and a body dead in and ball and man fly go down to go find ball line. So the man not tell me there's a place called Reunion Island in the middle of the Indian Ocean, my bro. We have a big volcano on it, brother. And the man them fly go down there so go find the youth to play for France. Where do you so to play for wing for France? And never play ball in a France. And down there the man them fly go find him. We in a middle of nowhere. See? So the man come tell go on like Jamaica on the back of our country, brother. Jamaica they 1.5 hours away from America.
And
See,
what
with the
people don't,
players who scout players for a living, they can find you. You put people will find you. And put in at the USL, put in a USL 2, go somewhere else to play football. No local player. The JPL is not at that level anymore. Look at it. There was a time when you used to have overseas players who coming into Jamaica and playing in Jamaica. There was a time when there was a Nigerian. I support Watos football side. There was a time when there was a Nigerian playing for Watos. There was time when you had, I think you had Hondurans playing in Jamaica. You probably even had a Brazilian at one time playing in the local league. Come on, man. Our football has declined over the past 10 years, and we need to understand that. So when you hear people using examples and telling about, oh, yo, what ball of them? No, the ball of them have gotten worse, bro. We are producing less footballers. Isn't that not evident?
I don't think
let me ask you guys a
local
question.
players playing in the top 5 league right now? How much local band playing in the top 5 league? Anyway,
I will ask you guys a question. Listen, if any of you guys can tell the last Jamaican that played in the Jamaican top flight football and went straight into the Premiership, which is the last Jamaican that did that, and what year was that?
Johnson, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it's not Teddy Johnson. It's not Teddy Johnson.
It's not Teddy Johnson.
No, it's a defender. A defender.
Davis?
Yes, Claude Davis.
Thank you very much.
Oh. Yeah, but hold on.
And that was way back in 2004.
I not agree with that statement there, Naguna. I don't think Jamaica's football I don't think the JPL is getting worse, you know. I think the rest of the world is getting better. I think technology has had a massive impact.
The fields are getting the fields are worse than Jamaica, getting worse in Jamaica. That's the problem.
No, sir, the fields are getting better. No.
The fields are getting better now?
Yeah, man. The fields are getting better. Much better. Much
Yeah,
better.
much better. And now you have facilities
better.
that where them can go and play football. It's way better, man. But in terms of
It's
the
not where it
infrastructure, it's
needs
way
to
better
be.
than it was before.
Yeah,
But
it's not
No,
where it
you
needs to be, but it's
no.
better.
if that's the
All right,
perspective you're
Formula.
going at with Formula, I agree with that same way. But as I said, I don't think we're at where we were 10 years or 15 years ago, my G. When is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
last time that a Jamaican, a JPL striker scored 20 goals for the season?
Formula. Yeah, Formula.
That's a
Formula.
fair.
Yeah, Formula.
How much
Formula.
goal Tapper by Grave scored this season? Can somebody assist me with that? How much goals
No,
him
he's
scored this
not
season?
one of the leading scorers. He's not one of the leading scorers. A
Formula.
man
Okay,
like
and he's in the provisional
Kevin.
30, right?
Yeah. Formula.
I
Answer
think
this
I think
question.
I think Colin Anderson's either I
By
think it
grave
Who
was
not
from
even
Ireland scored the most
start
goals?
Guna. By grave not start him side and him dep on the list.
And him dependent on
yeah.
that. So why? And I'm here, man. I said Johnson Clark Harris not for come play for Jamaica, but Atafari biography for play for Jamaica. When Johnson Clark
Who
Harris
said that?
2 years in a row has scored 20 plus goals in this division that he's playing in, that is better than the JPL. So how that go again? Work out the maths for me, please and thanks.
No, Matt.
The last time I check 1 plus
I
1
know.
852, so I'm not good for maths.
You know, I don't get an answer because of madness.
Yeah, I mean I agree with the local selections at all, to be honest with you.
Formula. I want you to name 3 Jamaican players right now, but that in a JPL that you think could have walked us straight in the League One in England.
None. Me not different. But boss, you know what me say? Boss, me say I don't think the league has gotten worse. I think the rest of the world has gotten way better. So the gap has widened between the JPL and the rest of the world. I've never advocated for JPL players being in a national provisional squad, brother. Never.
And that is the problem with my statement with Chris Williams Formula.
Listen,
Because guess
what do you use to judge
Believe
the
yourself,
JPL players? Guys, wait 1
yes,
second.
Taylor.
What do you guys use to judge the JPL players? And what would you say make them not ready? Because I believe it's the speed of the game, their ball control, and just their awareness. What do you guys use to judge? Why you just say? Because maybe people can say we are come off very biased, so we say we just dump the players. Them. What do you use to judge them?
For me,
right.
let me say this quick.
Just
one thing me judge them with, and I always say it's JT Taylor. The IQ of the player them is not at the level.
Fuck.
Because I always say poor decision. Lupan Walker, for example, when him get the ball in the right place, he make the wrong pass. When him in the wrong place, he make the right something. He make the right decision. The IQ of Jamaica football, them need to come off of the field more and go in at the class. The coach them need to take the ball of them off of the field more and go in at the class from grassroots and teach them and them the right. That's why I say a Pep alone can help with. Pep come to Jamaica, please.
My response to that is this. I'm looking at the best that we have produced over the last, let's say, 5 years. And these players go overseas, some of them go overseas, and they don't perform well.
And they're back in the
The
JPL.
people who scout players for a living are not looking here. That is what I'm saying to you. I don't scout players for a living. None of us on this panel do, or none of us in the chat do, according to what we know. Right? We don't scout players for a living. We do job and we go about our business. You have people who all them do is get up in the morning time, watch videos of players, read dossier on players, go look on players at football pitch, go look on players at training, go watch match, all that. That's them job. And none of them now preach Jamaican players them like that, else they would have set up a camp. Nobody not set up a camp in the Caribbean. Yes, not team collaborating with anybody in the Caribbean. Okay, we're collaborating with this
Ajax don't a Curacao.
Ajax don't a Curacao. Okay, no, perfect example. Thank you very much. Perfect example. Where Ajax there?
Curacao.
No. Where Ajax there? Netherlands.
Yo, you want to say Ajax?
So it's a department of Netherlands. You know that?
I thought you were speaking in the Caribbean context.
Okay,
they're in the Netherlands.
Yeah. So we not see that happening. We mean Boya, man. I mean Boya. We not see that happening, my bro. So at the end of the day, I'm looking at the fact that if the people who do this for a living ain't paying attention to us and not, you not see them and come here, something is going on. Because if we had this hotbed of talent, trust me, people who scout players for a living will be here.
No, we have the hotbed of talent. The problem is they are grotesquely underdeveloped. Here's
Jesus
the thing. It
Christ.
not even
Formula.
have to it not have to go that deep in a Guna. I can tell you why the JPL is nowhere near the level of credible leagues overseas, right? My boss, Akwasa Chang, joint leading goal scorer, right? Went to the Danish second division, the team got relegated to the Danish third tier. To this day, can't make a match day squad, right? When Kahim Paris first left the JPL and went to Slovenia to Domzale, right? Struggled, could even make a match day squad. Then, when Tyreek McGee went to the Belgian Pro League, right? Took him 2 years to get anywhere near the match day squad, and in the following 2 years, hardly made a match day squad. Ajani Talbot went to the Portuguese third tier, not the first tier, not the second tier, not the third tier. Ajani Talbot went to the Portuguese third tier and could not make a match day squad. Peter McGregor went to Sweden,
Couldn't make
right?
a second
Got
division.
1 minute of game time in a friendly game in the Swedish, but in a friendly game outside of any structured competition, right? Who else? I mean, there are so many countless examples. Krista J. Daly left Harborview, went to Slovenia, struggled for months before he could make a match day squad. Fakibe Farkison went to the Slovenia second
I agree with the
division
formula.
and the entire
Bad.
season made in the Slovenian second tier in the entire season. The dog made about like 5 appearances, despite arguably being his team's best player in the Jamaica Premier League. Boss, the examples are we can go on and on and on. Me not even have to stop. Right? My boss, they left go the
Junior
Finland
Flemings
second division
become
the
a
other
bench
day.
captain in France.
I mean, there are so many examples. There are so many examples.
Junior Flemings is the official bench captain in France as we speak.
The players, well, that a theme fact because him go France go on with him foolishness, right? Him go France go misbehave himself. Seeing, but it's just so obvious that the players are off it. When you watch the JPL, the standard of play is very poor. You can tell with the naked eye. It is not cohesive. It is not as structured as overseas competition. 3 passes can't even make. Constant turnovers, constantly turning over the ball. The touches are poor, and a lot of it partly down to sometimes the surfaces are not the best, but also the players, them not up to standard when them playing at the national team. Their fitness is not there. I'll never forget when Atafari Bygrave stepped onto the pitch as a substitute in the 70th minute of that World Cup qualifying game. And in the very last minute of the game, Andre Gray was pressing the goalkeeper and begging
Bygrave
Atafari
to
Bygrave
cover.
to join him in the press
I can't
and
remember
to
that.
step up and him boss.
I can't remember
Bygrave.
that.
No man, it was in Jamaica, man. It was against who it was against?
El Salvador.
Who?
El Salvador.
I think it was El Salvador. Yes,
Yeah,
you're correct. And him had beg Bygrave, step up with me press. Bygrave said, God go with you. Because I can't. Bygrave boss.
I have no legs.
The fitness, brother, the man up on the pitch for 20 minutes and him can't keep up with the pace of the play. The pace of play in the JPL is very slow. There's a lot of indicators you can use to tell that the JPL is just nowhere
So
near.
is it the league or the players for you? So I'm gonna do it so we can get everybody in. Jamaican Guna, then Mighty Ballin, and then the other guys can follow. Is it the league that you feel that is the problem, or the players were just not developed and they're just not good enough? Guna.
Well, both. I think. I think the players are learning the fundamentals of football late, and they're not learning it as completely as they should. So by the time them reach, let's say 20, in terms of where they should be in football, they're like 12-year-olds. I've been to training sessions and some and the European continent, yeah. The teams that may watch go train is a side in Toulouse, them wear purple in France. There's a side named
That's where Junior Flemings is in right now, you know.
Yeah, me know, man. Me know exactly what. Me know. Me go Toulouse about 5 or 6 times. So there's a lot of Jamaicans in Toulouse. All right, so in Toulouse, so there's Toulouse. I watched a side called Hamburg. Is
Germany.
in Germany. I watched a side called Barcelona in Spain. I watched a side called Girona in Spain as well. It's like Barcelona, like the bug side for Barcelona. Girona. Girona is the side where is a club inside of Barcelona as well.
Yeah, it's a club
Watch
inside
Girona
of
train.
Barcelona.
Right. Yeah.
The
So
bug side.
so when we watch them training session there, and I watch the most interesting thing about all of this now is that I watched Hamburg under 15. And when Hamburg under 15 was I watched Borussia Dortmund under 12s. When we watch Hamburg under 15, they look at you them on the side, on the field. I coach them one another. And I coach them one another and I coach them one another. And I say, you're supposed to be there and you're supposed to be here and you're supposed to be here. Now, this a look at you. Now, when we play football, like we get up and play football on a Sunday, you know, man, I tell the man where I'm supposed to be. You all hear that. You all hear a look at you to tell a youth where I'm supposed to. Man just play ball and enjoy himself. So that mentality there is cultural. You go France.
They don't have the knowledge. They don't have the knowledge.
Yeah, it's cultural, my bro. The point is that it's a more understand how far we are. A lot of people don't know because them not exposed to certain things. Them don't know how far behind we are. When you go to certain other countries and you see the culture, when you go to Brazil, my brother, you see 3 field line up side of one another, perfect pitches, line up side of one another. You know what them feel that they do? To just play Eiger football. It's not for professional footballers. It's just to play Eiger football. When you go to France, I see them exact thing. You see everywhere you go, you see some small fields. And they're just there for every party going.
The money.
Bro, hold on. I'm going to the middle of forest, my G. This is in France. I'm going in Paris, yeah? I'm going to the middle of forest. Literally on forest. You're driving a beer bush, you see an animal, and then when you look around, place open up, and there's a football pitch in there. And some girl around there, I sell themselves. Cool? Literally, anybody went to France and Paris, they know what I'm talking about.
Happy drive past the party.
Yeah, man, it's no joke. It's a forest. Literally, it's a bush. You're driving in the middle of nowhere, like you're driving on one bush, and then you walk up and then we'll play football. People go there to play ball. I go football, perfect pitches, people there for play football. They have a mentality of how them do things, which differs from how we do things. That means that from your child growing up, them a teach you how to play football the right way, meaning that everybody knows it and them a tell you it. So when you go Barcelona and go watch Barcelona side play ball, you see how them do it. Everybody know it and them a tell you how to do it. So look at kids them, I tell you where you're supposed to do.
But John Wall,
So
John Wall, let me just push back on that a little bit. John Wall has stated that there is a problem that Europeans are running into as well with that same situation where the players are becoming too robotic. And he said
that is easily fixed, man. That easily fixed, and they're fixing it already. That is nothing.
He was saying that the fact that when you look at football being played on the streets of Jamaica or the streets of Brazil, that's what actually create a variety in your game where you're not just so robotic in your style of play. So
that's why I'm saying to you, bro. Are you saying to me that when we watch France the other day, France and Mbappe and all of them look at you, they never have flair and skill and style?
No, I was just saying what John Wall was saying on the show. So he was saying,
I mean, who that is? I mean, I really agree.
No, that's the coach for that's the assistant coach and the coach for the Jamaica under 20.
Okay, you know, you name Kolo Moani?
No.
He play for France. No, hardly anybody knows the guy. I think the guy plays in Germany. This guy got picked because some guy got injured and the man come and World Cup and mash up World Cup and chef up and I everybody, you know. It's simply the same thing. We just tell you, say the culture is that football is developed from a small age and everybody know the basics them coming up the line. Our youth them don't know the basics coming up the line. They don't know why they're doing what they're doing. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So them know so them to kick the ball at the goal. Them don't know why them do it. Them don't know what is good technique.
Come on, Guna. They must know so them want to score. Come on, dude. Ever kick the ball, my
Bro,
Joe?
man, kick the ball and I goal, you're good. England had a similar problem for years, Michi, where all they wanted was fast people on the wings and a tall forward up front, and they changed. They
Yes.
changed because they said, we're not going to get that again. We want skillful players. And that's where they developed the skillful thing where they see the ball of them now. Sancho and Saka and Grealish and them man, they can pick up all and salad man, flick man, salad man. Remember say you used to have 1 and 2 in the England squad. Remember say Gerrard and them man, them Lampard and them man. Them man are not skillful, bro.
No, but Guna,
Them man are not skillful
the
baller.
English style of play changing was that but the
Changed
clubs didn't
because
change
they went
though.
to the grassroots back. They went to the grassroots back. The thing with Jamaicans, the problem with Jamaican football is that it has started too late, my G. Where the ball of them, every baller when me hear, Ricardo Fuller, Bibi, any baller, what they me hear, Dikai Williams, where coach Arnett Garden. Say it, Mr. Brother, when I got a friend, me don't know me I do. You come here, I learn about, but come here, I can't play ball. And
everybody look at them figure. Going on, everybody always skip over them man they comment. Chris William, I like them man they to always skip over them baller they comment. And I just the truth and the fact.
But them live it.
Why are we Where we are going to get the money from? Where we are going to get the money from?
Wait, the formula. Are you saying we're being unfair to Chris Williams?
That comment is being unfair to Chris Williams because Chris Williams did acknowledge the fact that the standard is poor. His whole thing was it needs to improve and we need to focus on that.
Chris Williams always say, I wouldn't mind if him say, I'm 20 domestic player in our team.
Jesus
so
Christ.
Tell me no.
No. I have never heard that part.
He said that on his same statement. He said on the show, go listen to the show, please.
No.
Go listen to your show.
I'm not disputing that. What I heard was him basically saying that in an ideal world, when we start develop real and proper talents, we wouldn't mind see the national team full up a bag of local
formula. In an ideal world,
everybody wants to see that. Everybody wants to see that.
It's an ideal
when that go happen, where the money are going to come from?
Tell me how the money
formula is the ideal world in this.
The resources are not being properly concentrated. That's the
formula is the ideal world in this world, because what he's talking about is in Elon Musk, them a plan to go on Mars and move out everybody. So it look like I know this is where I'm talking about, this is Earth, yeah, because
the way I say it is not possible for us to develop proper talent here on the island. Remember, ask my boss a question. My boss said, where we are gonna get the money from? When Craig Butler started the Phoenix Academy and developed Leon Bailey, did he have the money?
We don't know Craig Butler pocket. We don't know where Craig Butler getting money from. We can't say that.
But according to his accounts, it was a struggle. And by all evidence, it was a struggle. Right? Him certainly not richer than Jamaica's football. Him certainly never have more resources at his disposal than the Jamaica Football Federation and corporate Jamaica who is sponsoring.
Let me tell you what, Craig Butler. I'm going to stop you. Family, I go crampy style tonight because let me tell you what. Right now. You know where Craig go? Him go over you, him borrow $1 million, go over Europe, go learn the football and use the European style and not stay in them ways them like most of them Jamaica believes that them can just do it by themselves and him help the youth them.
You know watch my channel because I've been preaching that since Wappy Kill fill up, brother.
But me not disagree with you, family. I mean not disagree. But the statement where Chris Williams make I can't tell me say
formula. What have you disagreed with Chris Williams?
It's not about you, family. It's this Chris Williams point me a beat. I know what you say, Chris Williams. Family. I was the boss up on the live TV, but the youth them and about the football. No, Taylor.
No. All right. Wait, hold on, in Martin. This is where I find a problem here, formula. Some people are stating that Chris Williams has the qualities to become the president of the JFF. No, do you want the president of the JFF calling in on a morning show saying, yo, I'm ready for talk, I'm ready for talk, and we can't have this thing being about DNA and lineage, and a man a check pan if I'm auntie with the dead or him grandmother or somebody, I'm
great
family,
granny, great granny
to play for Jamaica. And the Monday, You see, anytime you hear a Jamaican say them Monday, brother, I believe that
Disrespect.
these
Yes.
discussions that Oral Tracy and Chris Williams have on their show is discussions they have off air. I'm feeling like there's a sector of Jamaicans who think like these people, who believe like the Englishman them come.
You
But
don't need to
You know
say
when
that
Oral
because
Tracy does his satire, when he does his satire,
brother,
he
you don't need
states
to say a
this.
thing because it in the newspaper. It in the
but
newspaper.
my
Why
thing
people
is,
act like the people them do make them statement
hold
here?
on,
Why
Yeah,
people act like it?
it's
It in the
recorded.
newspaper them.
hold on. At no point in time, did I hear Chris Williams say that we're not supposed to have UK-born players in the
No,
national
it's the
team.
way he basically.
Family, you
I
don't have to
agree,
say it out loud enough, but it
no, Mikey.
implied.
No, Mikey.
I didn't hear the
No,
statement.
hold on.
Family, I did not hear the statement. I said sometimes I don't have to say it out loud, but the way I make my statement, me imply
Yeah,
it.
and Michael Ballin and Guna
But
Hold
Alexa.
on.
My mother make people have school.
Can I say
People have
something?
school.
See,
Certification.
we have two more people on the show. Somebody by the name of official Roy Piccolo. Yo, unmute your mic. You there, Roy?
Yeah, man, me there, man. I've been here for a while listening, and I'm going to enjoy it now since they give me the opportunity.
Yeah, just
Okay, so this is my thing. This is my thing. I feel like people want to dance on the reacher. The reacher is a lot of these people from here, they act any from foreign coming to play upon the national team, and they speak about it in certain ways.
yes.
They may not come out and say it like openly, but they use covert words and say, "Oh, I use such and such word." And it's been a lot of sabotage going on. This guy, Chris Williams, he could possibly become a JFF president, right? And that's not impossible. So imagine a person with a mentality like that becoming JFF's president.
It's scary.
The amount of undercover thing are gonna go around where them sabotage the players. If he becomes the president, a lot of the overseas Jamaicans you might not see not even one of them. And we see
No,
what really happened. Hold on. We see what happened. We saw what happened. Schaefer came around a couple years back. He created a solid team. The team got Gold Cup final, and them never win the Gold Cup. But when a new coach came in, him dash with everybody. West Morgan won the Premier League, and him not even bring back West Morgan. That wasn't a coincidence. That was done deliberately. You can't go around the and act like some. Yeah, go ahead.
Brethren, McCleary play very good in that Gold Cup. I'm not seeing Jamaica team again.
Me think the baller retire because as a young baller, me love McCleary or him play. Me think say me just retire. And when me come on YouTube, me know it's a fight out the baller. All them something there. Me think the man retire from football. Cause me I say, what the baller they there?
Can I say something though? Can I say something though? Me always, I don't. My mindset is a little bit different when it comes to this particular topic, right? I think what a lot of people are missing sometimes, there's a couple things more and get off with that something. See? But I think what a lot of people are missing sometimes, I agree that yes, we have seen many occasions where the years in between the World Cup qualifiers, the national team is stacked with a lot of local born. And then at the last minute, JFF run go for the UK born when them realize say local born, especially Jamaican based players, cannot get us to the World Cup. But I think the reason is a little bit different in my humble opinion for that taking place and what you guys might think. I think you guys genuinely think that the JFF or individuals in the JFF hates UK born players. I don't think that's the case. I think it's just purely a business decision. I just money. Them want to start the national team, use the national team as a shop window to sell players. I don't think it runs so deep. I think them dislike the UK born players, to be honest with you.
I'm sorry, real quick.
To make money.
Farmer, you can't tell me that because me watch one JPL match what and the commentator say we don't need for the depend on the overseas man them because we have Lama Walker can show say we have player can make the formula.
Yeah, I heard that.
Formula.
I didn't like it. I didn't like
You
it.
need to get baptized because the high needs to be open to the facts and the truth. We are living in Jamaica. Jamaica run with politics, family. And you, me know say you have a channel, but me not have my channel. And me know how Jamaica run. Brother, the
No, I
man
am
them
not
don't like it
disputing
because
that.
it's in the
I am
culture
not
too. It's in
disputing
the
that
culture
does
because if you
exist,
got foreign, it might be if you got foreign tomorrow, might be a best friend come a worst enemy because they are foreign. Me I tell you that.
Boss, me agree with you. I don't disagree that I don't disagree that xenophobia exists, Seeing me personally though, I don't think that's always the case when you see the UK born the times when they weren't included in the national setup. I never think it run that deep, to be honest with you. But I do agree that hatred of UK born players does exist. I'm not denying that.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I'm not denying
That's a
that.
fact. That's a fact.
Formula, change that. That's an overseas born player. Because this is what I feel. I feel that there's a hatred. Our hatred be too strong. There's a little division because them say them people overseas are make what £10,000 a week or whatever. We are make what £50,000 a week, $50,000 Jamaican dollar a week. Why them come eat free food when we can get paid $2,000? Whatever JFF pay when you represent Jamaica, I think it's $3,000 now a game. They feel that it's better the Jamaican band players get the $3,000 for the one national game than for the European or the man them from America or wherever Canada come play and get the $3,000.
Mikey Ballin, that's your mindset. And them say it, brawling. Me not understand why people act like the man them don't come out and show. Brother, me go school and me interpret thing and me understand family I show him respect. But family, me don't know we are try, but we are see it as fun and it not hide because it happened for years.
What you mean when me I try? Just because me have a different opinion that
No, me respect your opinion. Me respect your opinion.
To extent, I just don't think it is the main reason. But me agree with you. Hatred there.
Yeah.
But I just don't think it is the main reason.
Yeah, the main reason are them pocket for everybody know that
family.
family. Because we skip over that. Everybody knows the main reason are them pocket. But what the second reason now? Tell me what the second reason.
All right, then you can label the second reason as hatred. That me agree with. But me not think of the
and
main
guess what?
reason.
Them two they mix a chaos in the football. That we find family. Hatred plus pocket. Tell me, how it go fix.
Me agree.
As you talk about pocket, my brother. Well, as you talk about pocket, when them take away Usain Bolt money, you're a man say Usain Bolt not need to kind of enough money already.
Yeah, them never remember say man work hard. Yes, Mikey Ballin. Them never remember say the man work hard.
To get the money. You understand? When the man around with the money, them say him don't need it because
and
him already
that's a
have enough money.
Jamaican. And that's a
yeah.
Family as well Manning's man say it. At the mindset and the culture of the people, them there's a hatred plus the money because as well the man say, it better I get to you get the $3,000 than a man we are playing at England. Anthony said he wanted to play for Jamaica when he was 22, and the coach come to him and just see one bad game. But guess what? We have to see one bad game. We have to see towards bad game with Alvas Powell, towards bad game with Thomas. We have to see towards bad game before they make it and them get called up every time.
My brother,
you know.
Agreed.
My brother, you remember when Reed missed the goal against America, when the United States, they want to kill him? But I'm sure he'll migrate.
But them the local band players worse when them the foolishness, Mikey. Come on. Them the local band players worse when them the foolishness.
Boss, them still make
the team. Them still make the team.
All right, good night, everybody. Shaman here. Formula, I have to disagree. The thing them do, the Jamaicans, the part where you say when the local players them do bad, them get beaten but worse than the overseas players than the Jamaicans them overseas, I don't believe so. Because me even remember the same Captain's documentary. There's one part in the documentary when the camera was in at the stands I hear the particular fan. I don't know if you remember that part that sits it out the most to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, remember. Yeah.
But that's
We
just
don't
one.
want to
That's
know
just
another
one.
Jamaican. I mean, look
Yeah.
That's
at
just one example, though. That's
And
just
there's
one example.
many family. There's many in the
no family.
country.
There's many.
And
Believe
there's
me,
many with
family.
power in the country too in the football right now. You
Yeah.
know, get it. There's many with a mindset they will have power in the football and mash up the football. I mean, not
But
stop beat them. I
but
mean, not
boss,
stand
hold
to
on.
nothing
Me and you,
when it come on to
boss,
it.
the
So
only
we can
thing, boss,
minimize it.
me agree with you in a virgin. We
We know you
not said
agree.
it.
We know
Me
you
agree
agree.
with you. Me don't know why
We
you
know.
talk to me like some me disagree with you.
Pablo,
No,
you're
I
not
really,
pushing tonight in the
I
formula.
really for the show. I really
hold
for
on,
the show still.
I just
Mm.
little small nuances we disagree with. Like for
Yeah.
instance, me saying, you know, the second reason versus the first reason. I think the first reason is more monetary rather
Mm-hmm.
than actual hatred. So just little small nuances we disagree with. But
You
generally
know.
speaking, we agree.
Yeah, we agree. Yeah, we know. We know. After the chat, you know. After the chat and the people them for know what going on in football, you know,
Yeah.
family. And I really you know. I really the people them want to hear my advice, you know. I'm know Mikey Bally want them hear them advice. Everybody I hear your opinion. Go no. Chevron opinion. Another the factual truth. Me the Ryan show and me tell them is the football run like the PNP and the JLP. They
Yeah.
always
Like
have an
one
independent
division.
party where come and them kick them out. And when a man want to come to make the change, the man they were in there for 35 years, 65 years, 1,000 millionaire, kick out them little man they were and make the change. So where the change are gonna come from? And this
Yeah.
man saying him though interested in World Cup, but him interested to deliver the player and him should have make 20. If 20 domestic player is at the level, no problem with that. But when we are gonna see that when US gone left we, when Suriname gone left we and they are, come on man.
Oh yeah,
People wake up
you
No,
on
guys
but
can
come up
hear
on the
me, right?
eyes, people. Come up on the
You
eyes,
guys can
people.
hear me, right?
if a man, if that's a man opinion
So
is that, if look, let's be real. I am a businessman. Okay, and I've heard people say this about Craig Butler. I've heard people say this about this gentleman. I saw a piece of the interview. I didn't see it in the fullness and context, so that's why I don't want to comment on it fully. But we can comment on what I see. I mean, never watch out the full video, yeah. But let me just show you what we're going now. Let's see this. I am a person who sells dirt, cool, and it's beneficial for me to say me. I got big up the man them who dig up dirt because it's beneficial for me. If you say that. But you don't sell dirt. So you gotta have an opinion for when you come out and say, how much your dog? Load the man them will dig up dirt, dog. Load the dirt digger them. Make the dirt digger them thrive in a life. Stop fight the dirt digger them. You gotta come out and say, oh, if you big up dirt digger and dirt and dirt. You want to you, we have to big up the people that will dig up gold. But and a gold me sell. A dirt me sell though.
Dirt God.
So why me have to dig up gold and a dirt me sell? Your objective is gold because you have it in your mind. So gold is more valuable than dirt. But a dirt me sell. So this gentleman, you can disagree with him, of course, but you can't blame him for what he say. If he thinks that it's beneficial to him and his interests for Jamaica's football to develop so that he can have a better league, he can attract sponsors to his league to the league that he's running. Why there's nothing wrong with that. When Craig Booker come out and say, Whisper is the best baller that the world has ever seen. Where you come out and say I'm baller? Where you want him to say my worst baller? He's trying to sell the footballer, so he might say the best thing about his baller. He might say the greatest thing and all the negative thing them hide them because it's in his best interest to promote his baller and to promote his product
And
that he has.
that's why
So you
Gunnar
can't kill
agree
him
saying
for
to be
say
no
what him say.
president.
Him say what him
But
say.
Guna, them claim to them are business people, right? If you think about it, each time a country qualify for the World Cup, they get X amount of money. And we haven't been to the World Cup for a while.
This
That's
World
a
Cup
lot
will
of
be
money.
Who is the
9.6
day?
million.
Who is the day?
9.6 million
Who is
for
the
this
day?
World Cup.
Hold on.
If
Let's
you're a
break it down.
business person, you're
Let's break
supposed
it
to
down. Who is the
focus
day?
on qualifying
You
for
don't,
the World Cup
boss,
rather than
No.
boss, you don't understand. You
Bro,
don't
who is the
understand.
day?
Hold on, boss. You
Who
don't
not
Day.
understand?
understand.
Who not
You know,
understand?
let me explain to you where you not
No.
understand.
Hold on, man.
You
Who
not
is the day?
understand.
You where you
You
not.
not
Well, no,
understand. You not
hold
clear
on.
to that.
Hold on, boss. Let me explain to you where you not understand. You see that money that they are getting for qualifying for the World Cup, it is coming from FIFA. No
It
games
doesn't
can
matter. It's
play.
still
Hold
money.
on, boss.
It's still
Just
money.
listen
Them
to what me
can't
I say
use
now.
it. They can't
No,
use
My
they
it and
bro.
don't
put it in
understand.
a
No,
pool.
listen to the point of me I make, no, boss.
You
Listen to the
want to know
point of
who
me
is
I
the
make.
day?
Listen to the point of me I make.
Shots
You
fired.
see that
Shots
money that
fired.
they are getting from FIFA? them cannot play games with it, brethren. And that you not understand. You see the money where them get from another
But them
club.
can build fields, them can build stadium, them can build guest house.
invest the money in a
You
stuff
still
that
not
no
see the
one
pre,
want
brother.
they keep
Brother,
on
you
spending
still
lots
not
of
see the
money.
pre,
It's either them want money or they don't want money. Because if you
Brother,
qualify for
you
the
have to
World
spell
Cup,
it out
you're
for no.
going to get
You have to spell it out for no.
Hold on, the man them are just a low formula for
Jesus
start next
Christ.
week.
Brother,
Shots fired.
you have
Shots
to
fired.
spell it out. Brethren, me have to spell it out for no, still now read between the lines of what me are saying. No. I am saying to you that the money that they get from FIFA, read between the lines, brother. Seeing them cannot play games with it. You see the money that they get from another club because them sell a baller, them can literally do anything them want to do with it. Read between the lines and understand what me
formula.
are
Real
saying.
quick. Me not interrupt, all right? Pay attention to this. You say they cannot use the money on the XYZ, but guess what? Them still use the money on allegedly.
Them a name the money. Them a name the money.
Do what they want to do with the money, but they can't use it on the
JT
XYZ.
Taylor, JT
Hold
Taylor,
on,
for
that's
under
not the only
15,
money that
where
goes
is
into the
the
JFF.
development money where them see them get
Hold on
from
there. Can you hear
FIFA?
me?
That's not the only money that goes into the JFF, you know. Right? Monies from other places go into the JFF as well, you know. So no need for
Can I
realize
hear me?
that. So we don't know if other money that them are
I
play
think we
games
need
with.
to more know about the money that leaves the JFF. We know the money going in the JFF, but we now know where the money are come out, brother.
You wanna hear me?
Yeah, man, we hear you.
All right. So more asked the G a while ago. Him said they. Who is the they that's getting the money?
Oh, me,
Me,
yeah,
Gunata.
tell me, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Who is the they?
Okay, good. Allegedly, there's people, and this is a known fact, and there's an investigation going on. It's a known fact. There are people. May I use the word fraudulently using money that is supposed to be for football, and
Yeah, man.
they've been in the
When
football
give me
business
the
for a
money.
long
When
time.
FIFA, when we go on World Cup, my bro, I'm not trying to ask a simple question. When we go on World Cup and FIFA give the man them some money, who is the they that get the money?
The money goes into the football fund, and when the money leaves the football fund, we don't see where it goes. So obviously, there's people using it.
Whole task when I try to get established. I want to know who is the they that get the money. Not JFF get the money.
Yes.
So this money where I run the JPL, now I'm not for the JFF, it's not beneficial to him for the Jamaica Ghana World Cup.
That's another big point too.
Jesus Christ.
But I think his argument is that the whole of them are in cahoots and that money are got.
Hold on,
This
Formula.
This money I talked to him a while ago. I should use the analogy a while ago. It's in his best interest. It's in his best interest to look out for what is his business interest. The JPL is his business interest.
Fee business
His job is
the
to his business
JPL.
interest. That is it.
Fee
Me don't know
business,
what
Mr. Williams' business at the JPL. He literally come out and say his end game is development. Say more work with the club them, so the club them
exactly.
can develop.
So why Jamaica qualifying for doing the JPL? I mean, the reason about Jamaica qualifying for the JPL.
That's what I'm
No.
saying. We have to bring balance.
I made that statement simply because JFF always about say they don't have any money.
Official.
The man we are.
And as Mr. Theo, dog, as Mr. Theo, why them don't have success brings success, you know? Success brings success.
Because they haven't been to the World Cup in a long time. They're not getting the money.
People, give me one plug. Give me one plug out of the video. One plug.
Bro, people are going to sponsor it and people are going to work in the program because you think hot.
One
Isn't
plug.
it?
Give me one plug. People, just like the video. We not even reach 100, brother. At 4:30 right now. At 4:30, and we need to have 100 likes on the video. People, just click the like button. We have 130 people watching the stream, and we only have 74 likes. And that shows 300 people passed through already. So just like the video, man, and just click the like button on the video. It not hurt nobody. Just hit the like button on the video. Sorry about that, Guna. That's the only plug I've made tonight. This is the first time I ask anybody to hit the like button. Just hit the like button.
Yeah, like I'm doing.
Brethren,
Brethren, when was the Taylor Slow leave? When was the Taylor?
Yeah, man. Another 10 minutes, man. 10 minutes,
No,
and we
no,
wrap it up.
but before we leave, cause I want father tell me, team 23, where him think I will get picked
No,
for this
Mikey, we
final
are do a
squad.
show tomorrow night, and what we're gonna do is that's exactly I already put up the link for the show. We're gonna be going through who we think is gonna make the final 23 out of this 50. Because that's a show where we want to dive into each player.
And
JT,
and
JT,
our
me
next
no
question
like
about
nothing of that. Come
You
on,
can, name my 23 now, man.
no.
No,
Hold
man.
on before you go.
Wanna
I
see-
want Formula answer this question because Formula is a blogger. Formula.
Colin
You know the
Anderson and Atafari by grave as striker.
Jesus Christ.
Formula.
Oh,
You
God.
think that the coach pick?
Man. Oh, man.
Wait, hold on, brethren. Formula, do you think that is the coach pick all 50 players? I'm only pick 35 and the GF pick 15?
So Mikey Bally, nobody dig up back that. Nobody dig up back that. Cause we have to dig up back that again. Cause 4:30 right now, me tell them I mash up. And my daughter go wake up 7 o'clock. All when me tired, she
I
still
sound them on.
awake 7.
I
No,
sound them on.
yo,
Shall
kids,
sleep
kids
on.
don't know days of the week, brother. Wake up them know and sleep. So that that no work come on.
True, Taylor.
No, she now go wake up, boy. Sunday morning, man. We just go and build.
True.
Up and kicking. Fire up. Breakfast. Daddy, we breakfast there. You have to just run it. Breakfast and get kicking. So me go get a 3 hour sleep. I true, cause me never want to go live when the other streams them did go live. Ryan was going live, so I was watching that live. And so we never want to go live. But tomorrow, me go jump out early because I haven't really dived into the squad yet. As we said, Mikey Ballin, the coach, didn't pick the whole 50 squad. There's even a problem right now where I think the coach submit 30 players and the man them stuff up. That so you see Alvas Powell them end up on it. Alvas Powell friend them stuff him in the squad. Because there's no way this coach with him right mind go dig up Alvas Powell down a Cincinnati throw him on squad. So that tell you right there. So we have a problem. I don't even think the coach pick Ronaldo Cephas because the coach haven't seen much of that player. He's a player I want in the squad, but I thought it would have been tough for him to make the squad based on the friendly games are a bit close. No, the squad for the friendly games are going to be very interesting. With these 50
Anybody
players.
taking any 30 go to the friendly games? Is that is the 30 going to be on the Gold Cup?
Yes. I know that for a fact. YZ that the coach did not pick all 50 players. He submitted a number of players.
JD ask the person. Sorry, JT Taylor ask the person why JFF take it down off of them Instagram page. Because guess what? No? If I see if CONCACAF never have it, then would I remove it and then you hear maybe would I see a different list. But two them can't take it back because them don't send it to CONCACAF. So them have to take it off a piece. Maybe coach say it and say wait. Because me hear that too, some people now not inside link, me hear that too,
Jesus
say coach
Christ.
get coach make some page.
Inside link basket. Listen, Mr. United.
Man make page, JT Taylor, the coach make page. That's why they have to take it down. The coach make page because some name not for there on no list.
Mr. United, let me tell you, before I say certain things on YouTube, brother, I make a phone call. That I want to make sure. And certain things, let me tell you, it's hard to get information these days, though. However, about the squad, because this coach, he's not. It's not the same party shop thing I go on, where a man sit down in the room and then call a man and give him the squad before. It's not what's happening anymore, brother. You can get some general information, but you're now going to get the real
let me tell you
stuff.
something. If it's a certain player upon in the final 23, this coach not going to last more than 6 more months. Because I'm force him to put players on the squad, and him tell you already, say, after the Trinidad games, him not think, no
them can't force
not
him.
good enough.
Hear why them can't force him, Mikey Ballin. Though he just started, once a coach is coaching him job there on the line, I don't think this coach are going to allow them to destroy him reputation and him legacy by stuffing a squad game. This coach, I tell you, Scandinavian people, they are very stubborn. Him rather walk off of that job there before the Gold Cup. I tell you, him now go in the Gold Cup squad there. You see him travel go to England himself? I don't even know if Tapa ever been to England. The man traveled, and Mikel Antonio said it on a podcast that the coach was organized. He's trying to organize a way to funnel the Jamaicans that are in the academies.
Yes, he said it. Yeah,
He
he said
said
it.
that on a podcast. So the coach go over there and him have him game plan. This man, it's not gonna be that, brother. If you get information right now to the JFF, you can get information about players in England because there's people around the JFF and people who are in the
Also,
scouting who are contacting
I have a
But
players
question for you.
themselves.
JT,
Mikel, Mikel
JT,
Antonio, I
I
go
think
play.
I think even Pinnock said it as well that the coach has really used him and Antonio for try galvanize the youths them, the Jamaicans them in the academies them. He has been using those two primarily for try gain interest. So like whenever him have meeting with players, those are the two players him have around him, basically.
Dishon
So you can
Bernard
see that.
was Dishon Bernard was very surprising for me. He's a top player because we still don't even know the status of whether or not he has his Jamaican document. So having him in that's what I'm trying to say. You see why when I come out and I make the video, I say we need to hear from the coach. You see, anytime you see them, I believe this. Scandinavian people, if you go to work and you see your boss quiet, you soon get fired, brother. Scandinavian people, anytime them have something big up them sleeve, them top talk. And always I want me to say, what was this coach not coming out and speaking about it? I think the kid Frey and Dishard Bernard, those are two players who are two X Factor players. I knew Michael Hector would have been thrown back in the pool, but I don't think Michael Hector is feeling good with his name on a same list with Alvas Powell. They're
I
saying
wouldn't
that
feel good either.
they're saying that he's potentially
That's
planning to take a vacation on the
a
time
vacation. Yeah, yeah.
when the thing is gonna happen. But that's a player that I would rather have over Kevin Lambert at this point. However, but that's for another topic. Thank you guys, everybody, for coming through. Wish the show did
Yeah, man.
longer. Wish the show did longer. But we're gonna chop it up as check out some of the videos that I'm releasing because I'm diving into each player why they should be in the team and why they shouldn't be in the team. It's a series of players. I just released one on Dujan Whisper, one on what's this kid name? Norman Campbell. A lot of people are, I think, me and Formula are gonna have that discussion there. I think he's overhyping Norman Campbell. I don't think Norman Campbell is there yet. I think he will get his opportunity, but I don't think he's ready. The last three caps he had for Jamaica, he was just not composed in front of goal for me. He's fast, he's a good player, but he's just him and his peers. He's the Tyreek McGee's peer, the Lamar Walker, them do the wrong thing at the right time. That's my theory on those guys.
You can't put
Yeah,
Norman
I better
Campbell.
lead still, so no jump, no JP,
Yeah,
playing
Yeah,
position.
man. Me
to
rather
come
see
in
Nama
side.
upon the squad,
you
man.
can't put
Me rather see
Norman
Nama
Campbell.
upon it. May I be honest? Prophecy. Me rather see Nama and Campbell upon it. Cause Campbell they are high league and we're higher than JPL. May I tell you that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
So
set up.
Campbell,
That me set up.
Lamar Walker make the squad over Norman Campbell.
Yeah,
Dejan
that
Whisper
make
make
it
the
that.
squad over Norman Campbell. At that perspective, them
All
you
right,
look funny.
I will
yeah,
agree.
me
with
agree
you.
with Formula.
I agree with you, Formula. I can agree.
Amateur player in the squad over a player who catch form in the Serbian first division in the last number of games.
Yeah, Norman
And I
Campbell.
play where I go party when the man them a play football. I play upon the squad where I go party where Campbell in season I play football when him just I go one local training section, then you see him post up picture with him friend in a party. So tell me now, Taylor.
Jason
Yeah,
Guna, come
Norman
forward.
Go
Man,
ahead, man.
Campbell over every JPL player
Go
in
ahead,
position.
Formula.
All right, Jason Guna, tomorrow we are gonna chop up because we know we did a go with some we did get some stats when we say my 4 assists and in 29 appearances, and you say I didn't count the playoffs as well where he had much of 3 more assists. So we're gonna chop up that.
Yeah, the league. It have the regular season and then you have the championship round
Okay.
and the relegation round. Him score about 3 goal and either 1 or 2 assists in the 7 games in the relegation round.
So he would have been up to 7 goals and about 7
Yeah,
assists.
and
Hold
something
on,
like
Formula.
that.
How old is Norman Campbell?
Man, Tyreek
22,
McGee them.
23.
Man, Tyreek McGee
Same
them I
can
same
go.
age,
Same
man.
can go the CAC game
I
then.
think he's 22. I might be wrong though, but I think he's
Same
22.
can go the
22.
CAC game then.
Yeah, man. Anybody when a nice squad, we carry them go a CSC game, all right? If
Me
you're
have
nice
time.
squad,
Me
no
have
worry.
time. Me have time. 22. 22. No, sir, we have to have time for the baller, them, man. And then we have pick JPL player over them, man. 22. And we say we want a young baller. We are left
But he's a
Jamaica.
starter. He's a
JPL
starter in
player.
the Serbian league. He's a starter for him club in the Serbian first division. He's a starter.
Wow.
Yes.
Yo, all right. This is my honest opinion. This
Prophecy,
nobody
me
else.
still. Big up chat.
Big up
I think
everybody.
the only person where the coach select from out of Jamaica on the squad, a whisper. Him are the only player me think
Jesus
them
Christ.
select from
Here
out of
I know Papa Jesus. Tomorrow, Shavan. Tomorrow. I want next
I'm
show.
not going for that. I'm not going to match tomorrow.
You just kick off one next show. Formula, everybody, Guna, everybody, bless upon yourself, Jason Guna, everybody, Mr. United, XYZ, Shavan Givans, everybody will chip in tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to chip in early and we're going to chop it up properly.
You need to ditch that discard something, man, brother. Because, brother, I tell you, I feel like answer parchment when I come on the stream,
No, the
brother.
thing is this
It's
formula.
a bag of hurdles, brother.
I don't want to pay for StreamYard right now.
Yeah,
and the demo only allow you to stream for a certain amount of time for the month. So I'm using OBS and the Discord is the best thing right now for because I can't put up my number on screen right now because you know say me a public enemy on YouTube. Me a be a your mother me that get DNA and can't wake up today and text message. So you see me just roll with the Discord.
Imagine when me would have get where then say 8
No man, formula use a really decent person on YouTube still, you know. But with anybody who say formula hasn't represented himself well, they would be lying. On the other hand, no. Me now, me not really sign up to nobody with work with the JFF and anybody can get it at any time. You see me I say? If that's what me say. Dennis Chung, them me support them, but them no know say yo, tomorrow morning me wake up and them come say as me say Dennis Chung do up himself upon the management interview when him say them a prepare another tournament for the youth them and him now drop the name of the person who drop the ball. Him just officially sign up for go in at the
when him said that,
he said that he's not going to discuss who dropped the ball. And he will take
that interview.
Yeah, man, just check out the
interview after people them there complain about the whole under 15s.
Yeah,
but him never. But I think the lady name did say her name in the chat still.
Yeah, he said him now go drop the him go take. So we say, all right, Mr. Dennis Chung.
Boy, sometimes you have to understand doing a Taylor. Sometimes
Taylor, as Jamaicans, at times we have to protect.
100%. Sometimes the best approach is not always 100% hardball in a virgin. You don't know where I'm gonna fight.
When saying
hardball, a rock stone ball.
Formula, when they say honestly, you know, him never say actions now go taking. Him just say him now go put the person out there like that, which me can't understand. Because you know how Jamaicans are. The same thing
the name,
JT
I can agree with that, not putting the person's name, but we can actually, he could put out the position that is not functioning.
That tell the name Taylor, if you go up on the website, it may tell the position.
Yeah, man, that mean him protect the people and we do the food in ish then. That's
no, but JT, you have to remember Jamaica is different, brother. If you have money come out and say your people are threatening them. Just imagine, brother.
So people would have threatened Dennis Chung to call out somebody who's not doing their job. So basically,
the person who never do the job.
Taylor, sometimes the best way to handle things is diplomatically, you know, because so you deal with lawsuits and suppose them are gonna fire the person, and you know, when it comes to firing people in Jamaica, is a very tricky issue, you know, you have to handle it with extreme care.
And JT,
it's gonna cost the federation a ton load of money, Virgin.
And JT, I'm gonna tell you, me as a recruiter, you know, must threaten me to get a data on my workplace because people fail interview.
Listen, I recruit, and I interview. All right, yo, Shavan, listen, brother. A different time, when it's Sunday dinner, you know, and a cool off, when I go kick a ball and then sit there at night. I can't
just, brother, you know what time?
What time?
Brother, at 9:30, you know?
Play some road ball in the night, man, under a street light.
Yeah,
Brother,
me I play
Scandinavia,
well, me I
Monday,
play
brother.
football, yes.
Shut up, come
Me I
on in the
play
over
football,
for
yes.
that.
Brother, 4:34 right now, brother. I'm gonna tell him I have to go wake up in a 2.5 hour. I just hope that the
Big
girl
up,
and
man.
mash up an hour and sleep a next hour and give me a next hour. Yo, guys, thank you everybody. Anita
Brother, do
there.
your show early tomorrow, dog, before the match. Me I beg you, dog. Come here, go do
Remember,
a match run
brother,
early.
remember, say me did I try do the show when you help when me I try set up the Discord, and then
Yeah,
when we see
yeah.
Ryan come on, it never makes sense. It doesn't make sense for everybody to jump on at the same thing. Cause it's not a competition thing, brother. It's just everybody just slot in and bring some value. So we see everybody tomorrow, guys. Bless up. Until next time.
Again, do the show early tomorrow so I can jump on.
Yeah, man. Me gonna try get some rest, man.
If all right, and if me not able to jump on, you can pick the side for me.
Yeah, the
Anybody
man,
when
man.
in
I
the
say I love. I
JPL,
say I love his side, man.
yo, anybody when in the JPL, just pick them for me.
Jesus.
That's all.
All right, you might have about 5 JPL playing on my side. A joke, man. Yeah, man. We know
Must
why
stick
people
in
have
the
turned
head.
me into Chris Williams, yeah, man. Look at more people. Best of
Ah.
myself. Yeah, man. Let me stop this.